I got some merch. I got to see a Punk shirt somewhere.
Yeah, that's tough.
Yeah, I had to bust it out. The one shirt I actually have.
My only CM Punk shirt that I ever got, I was so mad that I didn't get his Best in the World one, but on the original run with the champ, but it was like late 2013 with the arrows and the fist, and on the back it said since day one, and I was like, yo, shit's tough. Like I gotta get it.
I never had the OG one. I got the newer one with the AEW. Yeah. I always wanted the old one too, but I never. I don't know why I never got it.
Yo, those are so hard to find.
Yeah, I should have got it. I don't know why I never got it either. I never. Thinking about it now, I'm like, I should have got that shirt because I used to see a lot of people used to have it when it first came out, and I was like, man, I want that shirt. I don't know, I just never got it.
Yeah, and then even the newer ones, like after he turned heel and stuff, like it was cool, but
like some of them were alright. One of them that I really didn't like was the yellow one. I
hated that one.
Yeah, the one with the lightning bolt. Yeah.
That one was okay. That's not something that I would wear though. I wouldn't have bought that.
Yeah,
one.
It wasn't for me.
Yeah, I don't like
that one was okay though. I wouldn't have bought that one, but that one was okay. So that's not something that I would have bought though, like for me personally. But
I feel like I'm one of the few people that would have worn the new Nexus one.
See y'all in here.
Oh no, the new Nexus one was tough. Yeah, no, the black and yellow. I like
the new Nexus one. The new Nexus one, yeah, the new Nexus one was okay. I wasn't rocking with the new Nexus though. I probably wouldn't. I hate the new Nexus. I ain't gonna cut.
I mean, hindsight's always 2020. So when I was watching the whole Nexus era, I was a kid. So like,
you wanted to fight.
I didn't realize like storytelling and stuff. So I was just like, yeah, John Cena won, cool. And then I got older and I was like, okay, yeah, that was a bad.
But not just as a kid, just watching John Cena get beat up, you want to like go help him out, bro. That shit was
never forget the day I saw that angle. Never forget that day.
Yeah. Yo, and like, dude, you think about it.
I was like that too, man.
Yeah, I mean, like, I think that I was like 14 when the Nexus like first came onto the show, and so like this is like when I started reading on like dirt sheets and stuff like that. So like I was like, oh yeah, Wade Barrett's gonna be the next big guy, blah blah blah. He's gonna be the next heel of the 10 years, and then buried at SummerSlam, injured for 2 years, and like just can never recover on and off IC title reigns and.
Yeah, it's a shame. Yeah. I did like the Nexus a lot. They were
good. He's got a Trent's favorite finisher too.
What?
the what? The wasteland.
Oh, you want the worst finisher?
Yo, what's good, everybody, man? It's your boy Ben, Brandon, whatever you want to call me, man. Welcome to the Throwdown, episode 18, WWE edition, man. I know people been wanting that DM me talking about, hey, when the next wrestling pod? You know what I'm saying? When the next wrestling pod? Well, got one right now, man. Here with some special guests. Yo, Trent, what's up, man? What's good with you?
That was good. I'm chilling always. You know
yes, sir. They be seeing your basketball and football side, but they don't really know your wrestling side like that,
I mean, yeah, another side, just again, always chilling though for me. Always.
Yeah. Yo, G baby, what's good with you?
I mean, I'm back to G Baby for the wrestling side because this is, this is a whole different me. So we back to G Baby for this. But now I'm chilling. Nothing crazy.
Mm-hmm. And if everybody go on TikTok, you know what I'm saying, y'all should know Malik right here, man. Narcolepsy, man. What's up with you, man? What's good, Malik?
Shit, man. Just chilling, bro. Thank you for having me on, bro.
Welcome, man. Yo, D with the hoodie. Good.
Yo, what up, boy?
Yes, sir. And then we got another special guest, my boy Aaron, man. What's up, man? What's good with you, man?
That's cool, man. I was excited. Just got off work, and when I came home, I was like, "Yo, I want to get on one of these, man." Like, I love wrestling. I love talking about it.
Okay. But yeah, y'all ready to get started, man?
Yeah, ready? We all ready.
All right, man. So topic one, man. There was some breaking news that this afternoon about Monday Night Raw will change from PG to TV 14, and it's starting on July 18th. I want to hear y'all thoughts about that, man. Starting with Trent.
I mean, shit, it's been a while. People.
I don't know if that's me or that's him, but that's tough.
Nah, that's Trent.
Yeah, he froze up on me too.
Oh no, he's just deep in thought. That's what it is.
That's tough.
That's tough. He probably getting in his bag right now too.
Yeah.
Yo, G baby, go. You go ahead, start.
So obviously I'm on the younger side, so like I didn't really know the TV 14 era.
Yeah,
so I think it's okay. You better
there
now.
goes Trent.
You better now.
Go ahead, Trent. Go ahead, Trent.
Nah, but I feel like I mean, it's been out for like I guess like what was the last time it was on T14? What, so like 2008, something like that?
2008, yeah.
So
More
like,
Extreme
I'm
Rules.
glad it's coming back. I also saw like another Bleacher Report notification. It was like they still like considering it, like it's not really confirmed yet. So I mean, I'm just waiting. I'm waiting to see. I want to see what they do with it. It'll be cool to watch though, for real.
Yeah.
No,
What was you saying, baby?
I was just saying, like, I didn't really know the TV 14 era, so like I really just grew up on PG. But obviously, you get older, you see older stuff. So I know it's tough to get optimistic with WWE because the second you do, it's like they don't really hit on most of the stuff that you get optimistic about. But I think it could be a good thing because I still have faith in some people's storytelling. Like I still have faith that Triple H has some type of influence back there, only because like I know NXT 2.0 isn't that great, but like just from a storytelling aspect, it's still to me the most consistent and the most making sense. They just don't have the top-notch wrestlers that they had in their peak era. It's all developmental, so the matches don't hit as much. But as far as storytelling, it's still the most consistent. So I'm hoping that now with Triple H back and Stephanie kind of in charge and everything going on with Vince, kind of hoping that we start to transition and other people start getting more control. So it could be a good thing, but as long as Vince is still in charge, I'm not gonna put too much faith in that.
Yeah. Malik?
I mean, you never know, though. I mean, things could always change. I mean, it really just depends on the business and what the money gonna bring. Honestly, for Vince, I mean,
we're getting a lot of feedback.
All the sponsor deals too. You know what I'm saying? That's what he cares about at this point. So I mean, PG era was cool. I mean, there were some great things that happened in the PG era. Like I say, it was all bad because a lot of people like to shit all over the PG era, but there's some things in the PG era that was legendary. I grew up in both eras. I grew up in the TV 14 and the PG era. So the things that happened in the PG era that was dope, but wrestling was at its best during the TV 14 era, man. That was like peak WWE, like untouchable, like must watch TV every week. Wasn't missing an episode of Raw, man. Like it was like every week it was a must watch TV. And I'm not saying they will go back to that. But I mean, if they do go TV 14, I'm just hoping that they can bring back blood and matches. I think adding blood to matches, certain matches, not all matches, but I think adding blood to certain matches makes the matches feel more violent and more real in the moment. And I hope they bring back edgier storylines. Like you got to be a little bit more careful nowadays with the cancel culture and everything what we do. But it's like, if you bring back the more edgier storylines, like I just feel like it'll help people get a little bit more invested into certain things. You know what I mean? Like people want to see people cuss. People want to see this little more edgier stuff. I mean, I get the kids watching too and everything, but it's like you got the adult fans too. You know what I'm saying? And I understood when they turned PG. I understood when they did it because it was the right time for the John Cena era. You know what I'm saying? Because John Cena was like a PG guy. You feel me? But he's not there anymore. It's not. We're in the Roman Reigns era now. And Roman Reigns ain't really PG. You feel me? So it's like if they're gonna go back TV 14, I mean, it makes a lot of sense. You know what I'm saying? So I'm kind of hoping they go that direction. And maybe if they go TV 14 and like maybe that they start to change up the product and sort of maybe that'll want other superstars to come back there or go there now. I'm like, okay, well if I go there, maybe now. It'll be a little bit better for me. Something like an MJF. Like, got all these crazy promos in AEW, but like now if they go TV 14, he probably won't be. He ain't gonna be dropping the F-bombs and shit in WWE. But if they turn TV 14, maybe MJF can be like, okay, well maybe now my promos won't be as watered down, so maybe I can still say some of the promos I can say. Just I can't be say certain things, but maybe I can still go out there and just kind of be me a little bit, So I think it's a good thing. I really hope they do it. Honestly, I mean. The PG era, I never thought was the issue with WWE to the extent I always thought it was the storytelling. Like, it was always stories, but, like, a lot of people just stopped watching because they went PG. You know what I'm saying? So like when they went PG, they thought it was just terrible. So like maybe if they go back to TV 14, maybe it brings some of those fans back. Like, oh shit, like WWE got blood again. They got people dropping shit and all types of other words again. And the storylines getting a little bit crazier. Maybe it'll bring people back in. So I think it'll be a good move, especially with AEW right now too.
Yeah.
Like when WWE was getting smashed by WCW for a minute, Vince was like, all right, we got to change some things up. They started pushing people and they started doing different storylines, and you saw how the rest was history. Like they started crushing it every week. So I'm just saying, like, I don't know. Obviously, they could never do stuff today that they did in those eras, but I'm just saying, like, maybe WWE's like, bro, like let's start killing it, bro. Like, everybody think they the best, but let's just put you back. Let's just start going crazy again. So at least that's what I'm hoping the case is. But with WWE nowadays, they disappoint a lot. So I'm not gonna get my hopes up either.
Yeah. You're deep. Talk to us.
I just want to see something new. Like, get more creative again. Like how Malik was saying, get like more edgier storylines. Get blood back into matches. You know what I'm saying? Get fans more invested once again. I mean, fans are invested, but get like the OG fans again. You know what I'm saying? Get the creative team back right. Get the storytelling team back right. You know what I'm saying? Then y'all be good to go. That's how I feel.
Yeah. Okay. Aaron.
You know what? Like, you just gotta kind of take everything with a grain of salt, right? You never know if it's really gonna happen. One thing that is important is to think about like how many people have done so well in such a limited like capacity in the PG era that could really benefit from a TV 14 change. I think of guys like Miz, Austin Theory, Seth Rollins, especially. Like you think Roman, and you think of like how wrestling peaked in that time, and it was trash TV, right? Like it was basically Jerry Springer, like in wrestling form in the late 90s, right? So like I think of like now we don't need like bra and panty matches. We desire a little more from the women like competitors that we have. But then but one thing, it's like just less confines, less shackles. That's the thing that I would be excited about the most, mainly just because the less restrictions, the more creative we can get. The more that we allow like different types of storylines to come about. We don't even need like swear words or anything. Just a little more aggression, a little more variety, I guess, because everything just sounds kind of robotic. You know what I mean? So if we allow that kind of freedom.
They should never go back to the bra and penny era. That era.
Yeah,
the
women nowadays are too good for that.
Yeah, I mean, I get for the men, it's something. It was cool for that era. You feel me? I ain't gonna say I didn't watch it because I was around there that time. So like, I was watching Kelly on ECW. Like, that's the only reason I watched ECW. I was checking that out. But it's like women's wrestling has evolved so much. There's just so many athletic wrestlers. Some of the women are better than the men nowadays. So it's like, go back to that. That would just be so disrespectful and slap to the face. Like, they can never do that. Never.
Yeah. That's facts.
And like that's the one thing about like just like more mature themes is that like the more invested, like I mean you look at shows like Breaking Bad, like how gritty some shows can really get that draw in like really mature audiences, even though they don't have to be the most vulgar or grotesque shows. Like it's just the intensity and the aggressiveness that they can bring with it, and I think that matters a lot.
Yeah, if anything, they should like we talking about like blooded matches. They should do that. Like they should shock us and do that with a women's match, like SummerSlam or something. Like somebody in a match and like somebody get busted open. You like, holy shit, bleeding. You feel me?
Like, I mean, it looks like they go Bianca Becky. That's the perfect match to do it with. If they're gonna bring it back, that's the perfect match to do it with.
They've never done it in WWE when it comes to. I mean, they've done it in AEW, like as far as like bloody matches, but like with the women, though, they've never done that in WWE, and that would be like, I think if they did that, that would kind of set the bar with fans being like, okay, things are really changing now because they never done nothing like that before. Never. Like that's
Emily. If you want to talk about one of the most iconic moments for women's wrestling over the past 5 years, involved women with blood. You look at Nia, straight on Becky. And what was the picture that we had? Becky with the bloody nose.
Yeah.
In the fans, and like that really set a lot of things off, bro. Like
Or even
it can add a whole new layer.
That famous picture of Britt Baker on AEW when she had her face busted
Yeah.
open. Like,
Oh,
that was
yeah.
that was like cool shit. It's like, damn, like she got busted open for real. Like that's like it'll give that feel. It'll give so much of that feel. Like if they did it, because like it would be easy to do it for the Brock and Roman match because that's the last man standing. So like we've seen men bleed in matches so many times. But like if they did that,
Roman bleed in that match with Brock before.
Right, and if they did that with women though, like that would just to me, like I'm gonna be at SummerSlam, like I'll be there in person. So like, if I see somebody bleeding, like if I saw Bianca Belair get busted open, I'm like, bro, like, and I'm talking about like get bleeding where like the referee don't come in and try to stop the match and try to wipe. I'm talking about like she bleeding, like fighting through the battle. Like I'm like, okay,
like how Eddie was.
This is different.
Like how Eddie was when he got busted open with.
Yes, bro. Like back, see that honestly, I mean, I ain't gonna lie, that was a little bit too much, but that was extreme. Like that was like, but back then, that was like, that was cool though. Back then, you feel me? Because it made, even though that chair shot was like very realistic, but it's like back then, those are the type of the match. Those are like, I always didn't like when it took blood away from certain matches because like when people get hit with certain things, like how can you not bleed? I don't know, they don't do chair shots anymore, but it's like when a motherfucker get hit with a steel steps, how they not gonna bleed, bro? Like you got hit with the steel step, but that's supposed to feel like something. Like I don't like how like people who got hit with certain things they wouldn't bleed, because I would see people get hit with like the littlest things back in the day and they bleed. Like I remember one time,
that's crazy.
During it was a last man standing match between Shawn Michaels and Triple H, and Shawn Michaels had like a little move where he hit the announce table and his face hit the table and he busted open like just from hitting the table. I'm like, he bleeding from that, but like people can't bleed from the steps. Come on, man. Like,
one of my favorite things was always the kendo sticks, like the shot that they would take to the face. And I'm like, yeah, bro, you're gonna fucking bleed from that. I'm sorry.
That's their number one go-to is that kendo stick, because they know it like shows real wounds type thing. So
bro.
I do wish they would bring. That's like one. The main things they bring back is that blood, man. Like the blood is like, it's. I mean, I guess it's a little bit more extreme for the superstars and everything. You know what I'm saying? But it's like, it just makes. And I'm not saying they have to do it all the time, but like situations like the last man standing match, steel cage, Hell in a Cell, like the elimination, like those matches, the chamber and the cell matches, they don't have that same aura to me anymore because they're missing the impact. Like I remember like watching like the cell matches where like people will have like bloodbaths in that moment. Like it felt like a war. Like look at that Mick Foley, Undertaker, like that, like at the end of the match, he was like, bro, this is a battle right here. Like they just went through a war. Right? Like that makes I want some of those feelings back. You know what I mean? And you can still have great quality matches. Now you do it just with the blood. Add a little bit. And I said you gotta bleed like this time about the Eddie Guerrero situation. You gotta bleed like that. But it's like
and also not every match needs it either. And that's one thing that I'm afraid of if they actually allow it, is that like if they allow like every blood feud to have something like that, because not everything needs it. Like I think of like the Usos and the New Day in the Hell in a Cell. I think of Cody like Cody and Seth. You could throw it in there and it feels natural, but like just a random one-off between Liv and Bianca would feel kind of weird unless you actually build it up, So that's what I'm afraid of, is like the kind of gentrifying it by using it too much.
Yeah, I understand.
Yeah. People in the comments on this boy Simp, man, said glasses Aaron over glasses G baby. That's tough. That's tough. But yeah, topic 2, man. We got Liv Morgan, man, on Money in the Bank. Won the Money in the Bank briefcase, and cashed it in that same night with Ronda Rousey. You know what I'm saying? Then Liv Morgan won. Then later on in the show, you had Austin Theory, Mr. New Money in the Bank. He still got the Money in the Bank briefcase. So I'm gonna start with D. So like, what's your thoughts about them two, Liv Morgan and Austin Theory situation, man?
Theory, they doing Theory right. I feel like they're gonna keep teasing Theory to a certain point to where he's gonna stop showing up, and then once like Roman has like that battle with somebody, like he's like worn out, that's when he's gonna cash it in. But Liv winning the belt, I think it was a good move because so many fans wanted to see her win the belt for for like the past year now. You know, how long she gonna hold on to the belt? You never know with WWE. You know what I'm saying? Because she's not as over as WWE sees Ronda. Because you know Ronda, oh my God, she came from the UFC. Now she's in the WWE. They see Ronda and Liv as two different people. So Liv with the belt, you never know, to be honest. But Theory, they're gonna keep teasing it to where he stops coming out and bragging about it, and then once Roman has that battle, then he's gonna cash it in.
Right. Malik.
I hate to say this, but Liv Morgan ain't holding that title long at all, honestly.
I was thinking the same thing.
It's not because I don't want her to. It's just I just don't see how. I wouldn't be shocked if she loses at SummerSlam, honestly. Like, it's just, I don't think they value her like that as much as I've been saying this. I don't think they value Liv Morgan the way they value somebody like a Ronda Rousey. Like, the fans love Liv Morgan, but it's really all about the WWE sees money and Liv Morgan drawing for them. And WWE has a repetitive state with the women. They only push the same women: Charlotte, Ronda, Sasha, but she's not really there right now, so we don't know what's going on in the situation. Becky and Bailey here and there, you know, feel me? And Bianca just not recently, but they see money in Bianca, you feel me? So it's like, I don't really think they see that in Liv Morgan, honestly. I want to hope I'm wrong, and I hope I am wrong, because I would love to see Liv Morgan.
Hey, I mean, Liv's been killing it in the cells.
Yeah, I mean, I would love to see her have a legit run. I think she deserves it too, because I mean, the fans, a lot of not all the fans, but a lot of the fans really like her. You feel me? So it's like having her win was something that the fans wanted to see. So it's like it would be a cool thing to see her get that run. But with WWE booking, I don't really think she's gonna hold it long. Honestly, I wouldn't be shocked if she loses it at SummerSlam. With Theory though, Theory's the next guy. I'm not saying he'll be the next top guy, but he's going to be one of their next stars for the future they're invested into. I still think I still think Braun Breaker is going to be the next like face of the company type guy. But as far as like Theory's going to be one of the next stars, and I don't think he's going to cash in on Roman or Brock. I don't think either will be champion when he cashes in, because I don't think he's believable enough to be either guys like that. I mean, personally, and now if they want to make an impact and like have him like beat somebody like that, and then they can, it's like I don't think I'd believe that. I'm like, even with the Money in the Bank, I'm like, okay, like it's Roman Reigns talking about, like, tell me like he ain't on that level type thing. But it's like, I just feel like neither guy will be the champion. I think Theory will hold the briefcase for a long time, and they're going to continue to try to build up his credibility. And then whenever he cashes in, people probably gonna be pissed off, but you know, I mean, they kind of been. WWE usually kind of plant seeds with the people that they want to push in the future. You know, you look at the Shield, and a lot of people. I remember back when the Shield was first together. You know, a lot of people were saying, you know, Ambrose is going to be the next guy, and it was Seth Rollins. But I always said it was going to be Roman Reigns, just because the shit they would do. They would always do little things like that stuck out. Like Roman Reigns, the last Soul Survivor in the Survivor Series match, or like Roman Reigns, all these people in the Rumble. I mean, like, even they would do certain things that would just make seem Roman Reigns they just planted the seeds there, and when they finally started to push Roman, people were upset and they were like so shocked about it. They're like, bro, they like told us this. Like, they didn't verbally say it, but like they kind of were telling us this for a while. Like, Roman Reigns was going to be next up.
They just pushed him. They just pushed him the wrong way.
It was
They
kind
of made that a little obvious. You feel me? Like, the main events of WrestleMania, like the very next year after the show split up, he was in the WrestleMania main event. Well, he wasn't even really on the WrestleMania main event level yet, but like WWE was still making it clear, like Roman Reigns is gonna be next up. You feel me? Like they was telling us this. So Theory's gonna be next. I'm not saying I don't think he'll be that guy, but he'll be one of their guys that they'll invest into the future. You feel me? I think he'll be like another Randy or another Edge, like one of their top heels that they'll have invested into the future. Young, he's credible, you know what I'm saying, and he's not really bad. He puts on great matches. He can talk, cut promos, so it's like people will just dislike him, and they're upset that he won because he's not the guy that they wanted to win as far as like the guy. But it's like, listen, you can't always get the guys that you want to get pushed. I mean, I know there are other guys they probably didn't win with. You know, Riddle probably would have been a more popular superstar. Like Riddle, I think will be straight. It's just they're not invested into Riddle as far as like for the future as like a heel wise. You know what I mean? That's what they're looking for. So it's like the way you reacted if you were mad or upset, that's how you're probably supposed to feel. You're not supposed to
It
like.
worked. It worked. Honestly,
Yeah,
Theory
like
winning worked.
when he showed up at the end and he won the briefcase, like people were like, "Well, he didn't deserve it." Well, of course he did, but he wasn't supposed to. He's the Vince guy, so like he lost the belt clear. Vince was like, "Okay, you know what? You lost that belt. I'm gonna give you another chance to rewrite that wrong, and I'm gonna put you in the Money in the Bank and go out there with that Money in the Bank storyline wise." So it's like
storyline wise, it makes perfect sense why he won it.
So I mean,
makes
like
perfect sense.
People will be upset about it, but I mean, Theory's he's just one of the guys they're invested into. People always talk about they want stars, so I mean, here's another star they're trying to invest into.
Like, don't be picky about it because like if they're gonna push young star, like the man, what 22?
He's
24.
24. You can build a company around him.
I'm not gonna lie. I'm not gonna lie. I was one of the ones that didn't like it when it first came.
I was sick, but then like I was sick.
Look at these young guys. They got Theory. He's 24. Braun Breaker, 24. Gable Stevenson, the Olympic gold medal. He's 21. You feel me? Like
Carmelo Hayes.
I like Carmelo Hayes. Yo, Carmelo Hayes is fire.
Somebody like an Omos. Like Omos, some people know he's 27, so he's still young. Like like some people may not even know that, but like they got some young people up there that they could really do something with. You know? So Theory.
The only thing I'll probably say I didn't like about Liv Morgan, I'm glad she won the title. I just don't like she cashed in like the night of you won.
Yeah, I wish they would.
I wanted her to wait.
They've done it for 5 straight years.
Like I'm just give it do like a usual Money in the Bank, like you win it, like wait a little bit, then at type perfect timing type shit, like not like after you right when you win that shit.
She could have cashed in at SummerSlam and it would have been perfect. SummerSlam would have been perfect. Way to end the night. Hey, you still get that feel good moment. It's on a bigger stage in a bigger pay-per-view.
I was definitely one of those when Theory when I was kind of sick, but like after thinking about it and it makes sense now. Like, bro, he young star storyline. I'm not mad at it now, but at first I was sick as hell. I'm not gonna lie.
Some people need to go check out if they haven't seen Theory stuff in Evolve. If you really got to check out.
No, I try to put them on, man. Because
that's why I already like Theory, because I saw his stuff in Evolve, so I already know.
Yeah.
So the fact that I already knew he was good, so when he won the Money in the Bank, I'm like, I'm cool with this because
I like Theory's moveset and stuff.
I like Theory more so, and I think an underrated part that I think people are sleeping on. I think him being put with Johnny Gargano when he got sent back down to NXT after that little pandemic run, when he got put with Johnny, I think that did wonders for him. It's not really doing wonders for Indy. Granted, they've been killing her storylines left, right, and center. Yeah. But I think that did wonders for Theory because you could see every week he was with Johnny, he was improving. Character work, he was improving. In the ring, he was improving. Like, you could tell that was like, nah, we're going to train every day. I'm going to teach you, like, and I think that's helping him here. So when he came up to the main roster, I'm one of the few people that like his gimmick. I think it's old school, little cheap old heel, and I think they've organically built him up to this level. Like, he's always been mid-card. He's always been doing little stuff here and there. And then he won the U.S. title kind of when the U.S. title really wasn't important in a sense. Like, it was like
just for the like he could say that he was the youngest U.S. champion. I mean,
yeah, so I like that.
They got 2 months for that. They got until like mid-September for him to be the youngest world champion in history.
And I don't think he will be.
No, I don't think.
And that's what I was gonna say. I think
never know.
This is what I think. I think yes, you should push your young stars. Like, that's not a problem. But if they wait, if they do it on Roman, it's not gonna be believable. And I think it's gonna do more. It's gonna harm him more negatively than it will positively. Because snap, cashed in on Roman, but he's not believable yet because to this day he still has not had a main event feud. Like, he about to feud with Dolph Ziggler, and that is not a main event feud. Like, even though I'm intrigued to see where it goes, where it goes.
I am too.
But it's not a main event. He's still kind of floating around. So I think this little SummerSlam thing, low key, I think honestly, I think the Usos are just gonna fend him off. Like, that's what I'm expecting, and then he's just gonna play around with it and then what? Roman's not gonna be on another show. He'll be at Clash of the Castle, and then after that, he's gonna be kind of in and out, like he always is as of late. So I don't think he's cashing in until after Mania. I really want to say the Raw after Mania because they've not had a good Raw after Mania in a while.
Like,
so I want to say Raw after Mania because I think WWE is really holding out just for the slightest chance that they can do Roman Rock, even though it's not looking good. They're holding out to the last possible second, and then if not, they're gonna do Roman Cody. I like that's the only. I think that's the only other match you can go with, unless they try Roman Seth. But
honestly, some people ain't gonna want to hear this. I mean, I for sure think of doing Roman Rock. I think that's already on lock. Honestly, they just ain't talking about it because like that would be insane to spoil that. But I wouldn't. I mean, if they can't do Roman Rock, honestly, I wouldn't be shocked if they did Brock and Roman again. Honestly, they gonna keep doing that.
I'm not surprised.
I wouldn't be surprised.
I wouldn't be surprised.
Bro, I'm not gonna lie. Like I thought WrestleMania, I was like, okay, bet we're done, and then they were like, oh, this is the last match ever, last man standing. I'm like, I mean, I guess because they wanted Cody.
Because even though we're doing Roman and Brock again, they put a stipulation on there, so they know they got you a little bit because it's last man standing. So it's a little bit intriguing. Like, okay, well, now there's a little bit of stipulation on it now because now it kind of like makes me wonder what's really gonna happen type thing. If they do Brock versus Roman, they'll do like a title versus career type thing where like Brock's career on the line versus the title because it's like, okay, now Brock's career's on the line.
Yeah, what's really about to happen? But I guess what hurts it is like you're not giving Brock a win in between then, and I don't think they're gonna put the title on Brock. Because
I think it depends on who he works with after Roman though. I mean, after
I don't think he's working with anybody after Roman. If it's not for the title, I feel like there's no point.
He ain't
like working. Like Brock hasn't worked with somebody since Undertaker.
I think he could have
to be honest.
I mean, literally, they could have him and Bobby Lashley. That's a legit thing right there. Like that just tells for itself. So, I mean,
that's what we wanted, but they did it for the title. Like, it was only for the title. I feel like if it wasn't for the title, they would have never done that match. That's just
realistically,
right.
Realistically, there's only 3 people that like currently active that could take the belt off of Roman and it be believable in a sense. Like it'd be Cody, Seth, and like I don't know if you want to count Brock. I don't really consider him like like active because he's still part time. But Drew, I think could easily be there. But so like y'all mentioned Roman and Rock, and I'm pretty sure that's just the play no matter what. But
it is.
There's something that I was thinking about earlier was to just imagine like WrestleMania, Roman against Rock, and it's a title versus career match, and if they really just want to put out the stupidest headline like at the end of the match, you have Theory cash in at the end of the match, you pin Roman, don't pin Rock. You could pin Rock, but the headline the next day is literally Theory wins at WrestleMania and retires Dwayne The Rock Johnson. And like that's just a start right there.
I don't like that only
you don't like it. You don't gotta like it.
Only because of me personally, I don't think there should ever be another cash in at WrestleMania. Like I don't think Undertaker should have had 2 losses. I think he should have just retired with 1. I do not because I think me personally watching that back, Seth's cash in was the biggest shock I ever like. As soon as I heard that music,
it's the best cash in of all time.
I don't think you should ever do another cash in at WrestleMania, personally.
Nah,
because whether it's good, bad, whatever, I think it's going to take away from that one. And me personally, I think
it'll be
like moments like that.
It'll be hard to top.
Exactly, and I think moments like that let that live in history forever. The only cash in at WrestleMania in the middle of the main event, triple threat, Seth. I think you should just leave it at that. Raw after Manias are always cool because even though it's kind of expected, you still get the big crowd feel because it's the ones that were just there for Mania. So it's like, oh, Raw after Mania. Like, that's a good way to jumpstart because I think Raw after Manias have been mid for a while now. Like, nothing ever really happens like we want. We'll get a call-up or 2, but nothing big happens. And that's what Raw after Manias was known for.
That'll be dope.
So I think
I'm kind of with you, though.
Is great.
I'm kind of with you. I don't think you should do the Money in the Bank cash in at WrestleMania again. It's just I don't know if it'll be the same unless it's for like a woman. Unless you do it like a woman style. Like other than that, the WrestleMania one was just too special, man.
That's special for sure.
That was really.
I mean, at that time, I still say that's my number 2 Money in the Bank cash of all time. The first one was still the best one to me.
The Edge one.
Yeah.
Edge cashing on Cena, that will forever be the best one for me, just because. I don't know. Maybe because I mean, it's different times, but as a kid watching that, bro, like that had me baffled. Like I couldn't believe it. Like,
no, I was mad.
I feel you on that. I feel you on that because Edge
Yeah.
was already.
I hated Edge back
People
then.
hated Edge.
I hated
Yeah,
Edge.
like hated
listen,
like
John Cena.
John
John Cena is my favorite wrestler of all time. So like I was like, this was 2006. So I was like 8 years old at the time. So I'm like, bro, like, and I hated Edge already. So it's like I don't know. It's just it was the first one ever, and we really didn't know how Money in the Bank could really be used either around that time. Like we already heard like you got a year to cash in, but like nobody thought it was gonna be like that. For me,
and
like,
so for the iconic feel, the fact that he cashed in after.
I think
all that
it changed Money in the Bank for so many reasons, and it's just like I don't know that first one to me is just like
I think it's the reason they kept it. I think because it worked like that and they saw the reaction they got. Oh, now going forward, it's like, oh, we know Money in the Bank can,
it opens up so many storylines, and so what, like one thing I hate is like I really don't like when a face wins Money in the Bank. Because it's like that surprise factor that comes at like when they cash in. Because if anything, to me, it seems like if I'm watching the show, it's kind of cowardly. Because I would want my guy to be like, I want to face this guy at his very best, and it seems
that's
like a very
Cena
heel.
did.
Yeah, it's like a very heel thing to do to cash in on a guy who's who's
just
been
got beat up.
Exactly. Taking advantage of a situation essentially. I loved it, dude. Like I loved it when I was a kid, and I saw Punk do it twice. 2 years in a row, and I was like, yeah, dude, this is awesome. But like now, I'm like, I like seeing my guys like gradually build and then win a hard fought match.
So
I kind of disagree. Like I get it, and I don't necessarily disagree with that part. But for me, I feel like you can still be a babyface, but understand like for example, in the Liv case, it's probably a bad example, but like in the Liv case, I think she should have won it last year. Like, I get the Nikki ASH thing cool. It was the newest character. I think she should have won it last year, personally. Now, I get you. I'm with you on. I'm with you on. Like, once she won, I was like, yeah, she's losing the next pay-per-view. Like, there's
exactly.
She's beating Charlotte twice. I was like, there's no way. But I think like with Liv, it's kind of like, look, she had been working so hard. Every time she competed for the title, she lost because of some cheating heel ways. She doesn't know when she's gonna get another opportunity like this again. I'm gonna take advantage. Because she didn't like beat her down, I think it's okay. Now if she would have did like a, like I'm gonna beat you down and gain the advantage and then cash it in, cool. Because I think that's how heels more often than not kind of do it. Because even the Daniel Bryan cash in, but I know they eventually turned him heel. But even that cash in, I thought was like the World Championship was on Big Show or Mark Henry. Like those who was fighting for it. You're not gonna get a better opportunity than this.
Yeah,
you know what I mean. So
the babyface cash in can work. It just depends on who it is. Like the Punk one on Edge was cool, but people hated Edge, and the Punk one on Jeff Hardy was cool because it turned CM Punk into a heel, and that set up a great feud.
It was on Jericho and Hardy.
Or even like the Biggie cash in though. I like that one too.
Yeah, I think. Oh, go ahead.
I was gonna say, who lived facing at SummerSlam though?
Ronda Rousey.
It's gonna be Ronda. They're gonna announce it because
I can't.
No, actually, you know what I think? You know what I think?
Charlotte.
Nah, it's not. I don't think it's Charlotte either. You know what I think? I think she's gonna beat Ronda because she's got to win a defense. But then Bayley's coming back I was gonna allude to it later. That SmackDown's women's division is probably the worst division I've ever seen in my life. Nobody looks credible. Not a soul looks credible on that. Like, at least Raw, I can believe Rhea Ripley, Bianca, Becky, Asuka, and up until this point, I believed in Liv a little bit. Alexa, I can still believe in her, even though she has no character right now. SmackDown, Ronda.
You gotta know about it. Yep, that's it.
They need somebody in that division.
It's not even Ronda. It's really the Charlotte. Like that's really only got
facts. No, absolutely facts.
That's exactly it. That's the thing is that like you gotta remember
if Bayley does come back, but
that's what I was going to ask. When do you think Bayley gonna come back?
It's gotta be.
I think after WrestleMania.
Nah, she's been working out for a while. That's
low key. I think she might win the Rumble.
Maybe that could work. I don't hate it.
She's coming back soon. She already been out for a year.
Yeah,
because she was supposed to come back. She was supposed to come back the day they came. Well, she was training. She got hurt the day they went live, like for fans, or like the day before.
Mm-hmm.
So that's been over. Like we didn't have a WrestleMania already from there. So that's been. I think we've had 2 WrestleManias actually.
Yeah,
because the first WrestleMania back in front of fans was the Triple Threat. So she done missed 2 WrestleManias by now. Yeah, I think she's gotta come back at SummerSlam because the women's division on SmackDown, like NXT's women's division is better than SmackDown's right now. If y'all still watch NXT, it is much better than SmackDown's right now.
Didn't they just split up Cora and
Yes.
So
what's up with that?
I don't hate it like everybody else does, but I don't think they could have waited.
It's just quick.
They could have waited on that.
The thing is with Liv though is like we gotta remember is that like for WWE, if you're not Charlotte, you don't really matter in the women's division. So that's the one thing about like Liv. It's like, you know, I think she's great. She's improved so much from like the time she was in NXT all the way up to like, you know, the Riot Squad and then to what she is now. Like she's constantly improved. She doesn't have bad matches and like you could tell like she actually cares about the product. You know, I'm not sure if you guys actually remember. I wish like, you know, she actually brought this back. Have you guys ever seen like her first promo in NXT?
No, I wasn't watching Liv Morgan when she was in NXT.
Yeah, this was like 2016, and so like you can look it up. You know, she's talking about she's a Jersey girl. She, you know, she just wants to rep, and then at the end, and I it's kind of cheesy, but I think she should introduce it still or do it again. She's like, at the end of it, Liv Morgan, brah! And I'm like, yo, that's actually kind of tight.
What?
Yeah, no, just like,
WWE would never let her. You could tell she doesn't have free reign in her promos, and I don't think WWE ever let her.
I'm just saying, look it up. Like she has a lot of charisma. It's just like for her, she just has this poor timing of being around when Charlotte's around. It was the same thing with Nikki. Well, not necessarily Nikki, but like it's just it's a hard time for the women's division when you have the one that they clearly want to be at the forefront of everything, you know?
Yeah.
She's the heel John Cena.
Yeah, the whole product suffers, I feel like, when Charlotte has her reign and tear, personally.
I mean, it's Charlotte, Becky, and then you got Charlotte, Becky, Bayley, and Bianca. That's pretty much the only people.
Yeah, I mean, and honestly, even before Sasha left, like, soon as Bianca came up and they turned her face, I was like, she's replacing Sasha. Because at least Bayley, they give her title runs. They give her reigns. I was like, as soon as Bianca came up. Yeah, I was like, as soon as Bianca came up and they turned her face, I was like, yeah, she's replacing Sasha in that top 4. I was like, because there's no reason they would turn her face unless they want her to be that next star.
Yeah. All right, man. I'm curious to hear this, man. I want to know, like, who's y'all most overrated WWE wrestler of all time?
Get it off, Trent. Get it off, Trent.
I mean, what? I mean, it's the.
I know what you want to say.
What, Hulk?
Yeah, get it off. Get in your bag.
Yeah, bro. It's just like, I mean, the only thing I did mess with Hulk Hogan was the NWO shit. I fuck with Hollywood Hogan, but besides, hell no, I don't like. I can't get with like what you gonna do, but I just can't get with it, bro. Like,
yo, I guarantee you, if Trent was born 40 years ago,
I don't care.
He grew up for Hulk Hogan, bro. No, it'd be a whole different story.
It might have been different. I may ask my pops or something, but like now, like I can't get with it, bro. The moves,
I can't either.
The leg drop, bro. I can't.
It's just different eras, but I mean,
it's a whole different time.
Realistically, if most of us grew up in that era, we would have liked Hulk Hogan. So.
Yeah. But if I would say like a 2010s era might not like this.
Trent is nasty.
It might be CM Punk.
No, I would agree with you. I really would agree with you.
I'm not gonna lie.
Overrated how?
Just like the general public type shit. Like I don't know. I feel like we want to say like we overhype him to a certain extent. But like just the way Punk was like at the time. But like I love Punk and all, but I just feel like sometimes we just put him too high on the pedestal. You feel me?
I think Punk is being overrated more now than he was back then. Because at the time, I'm not gonna lie to you. The fact that he got fed to Triple H made me sick. because I was already knowledgeable. The fact that he lost to Triple H, I was heated.
CM Punk should have replaced John Cena as the face of the WWE. No doubt.
Thank you.
After that, the fact that WWE, the way they love, we want somebody to get mainstream attention. The way Punk had every main outlet going crazy.
Bro, Punk was on I seen Punk feature on ESPN and shit, bro. He had it
everywhere. Everywhere. This man was a topic on Tuesday for
but even now,
he's topic on Tuesday, bro.
He's a little older now, so I mean I can understand that some people don't like him now, but you can't tell me CM Punk wasn't the shit back in 2011. I mean, even before that, he was already cool. But
I can agree to that. And
after that pipe bomb promo. He should have really, if not replaced John Cena, they should have made him Punk and Cena could have been the new Rock in Austin. Like two top guys.
I think that is.
That sounds familiar to a conversation me and Chen had before. But look at him, he's not in his head.
I also agree with G Baby said, he is overrated.
I feel like I'm one of the few people that don't think he should have. I feel like I'm one of the few people that don't think he should have beat Hangman Page. At least the first one. The first match you beat him, I couldn't buy into that personally. But I get it. CM Punk, they brought him here. He's had a good run. He won the MGF feud, at least as of right now. So, I get it.
Want money to come in. Tony wants money to come in. To be honest,
I disagree. I think he definitely should have beat Hangman Page because number one, Hangman Page's championship run was extremely stale, and
I blame Tony for that though.
It wasn't his fault, but it's it was just to the point where it's time for him to lose. And Punk,
Batista's overrated in my opinion.
Punk was the right guy to take it from him. It gives more mainstream to AEW, and it could help him being the champion. Could help get somebody else over. Say they build Punk up as champion, and fucking Wardlow beats him for the title. It's gonna mean a lot because Wardlow just beats CM Punk for the title.
Wardlow going crazy.
I get you. So I guess I would have liked it more if the reason Hangman lost was because he tried to be a heel. If he would have tried to go the title and he missed and lost that way, I would have loved it. But the fact that he just kind of looked at him for ages and was like, "Nah, I'm gonna stay babyface."
He's trying to be John Cena, man. He's John Cena.
Hey, before y'all, how y'all feel about Orange Cassidy, bro? Real quick.
I think he's funny. I think he's funny, bro. I just think that there's a ceiling with him.
We talking about my guy.
Oh yeah, he'll never be a main eventer.
That's your guy.
I love Orange Cassidy.
That's Orange Cassidy is the R2 of the AEW.
I'm literally wearing his t-shirt right now.
So I watched AEW when it first came out, but I didn't really catch on when it was first coming out. I remember when I first got back into it, I didn't really know who Orange Cassidy was, but I'm not gonna lie, that little stuff he does where he just kind of lazily kicks him and stuff. Yeah. First time I saw that, I thought it was the funniest thing in the world. And I've been an Orange Cassidy guy ever since. His triple threat match with Kenny, I was like, yeah, I'm sold.
Kenny and Pac.
He won't be a main event guy, but I like Orange Cassidy.
There's always gonna be a spot for Orange Cassidy, especially if he just slowly changes over time. Go ahead, Diva.
He need more respect on the ring.
Yo, Malik, who's your most overrated wrestlers again? Did you say it?
I don't really have one, bro. Honestly, I don't think anybody really overrated when they in the spot that they're in. If they in a spot, they in a spot for a reason. I feel like not everybody may be the best at certain things, but they there because they bring something to the table. You feel me? So it's they gotta have something to bring to the table, unless you And I mean a spot where you in the top spot. You talk about a Hulk Hogan. Hulk Hogan may not have been the best wrestler, may not have the best matches, but his character was larger than life, bro. He was selling the most merch. He drawing the most money. Bringing something to the table. So same with Goldberg. Goldberg wasn't the best wrestler, but Goldberg's character was so larger than life, bro. People paid money to see this man kill people in 30 seconds, and they were happy. You feel me? And I'm talking about back in his prime, not now.
Well, yeah, prime, but now Goldberg, hell no.
No, I mean Goldberg WCW, Goldberg in the prime.
Yeah, I know, bro.
Some people aren't necessarily around for that, but bro, go back and listen to his reaction that he got, bro. Before the boo started happening, that really didn't start happening until he came to WWE, honestly. The Goldberg and the WCW, bro, crazy reactions, bro. People would literally get hyped from this man's entrance alone. And then, they knew that his match was going to be 5 minutes, maybe even less, but they didn't care. We don't care. We don't want to see Goldberg wrestle 30-minute matches. We just want to see him come out here and kill people. So
Yeah.
I think everybody brings something different to the table, man. Not everybody gonna be a great wrestler. Not everybody gonna be great at promos. I mean, some people are just different at certain things, but they bring something to the table. They bring something to the table. You know, like John Cena was never the best wrestler of his era. A lot of guys who can wrestle better than him, you know, but John Cena
somehow, some way, he was putting out 5-star. One thing I will give credit to Cena.
Exactly.
He was never great in the ring. Like, he was good, obviously, but that man somehow, some way, always made me buy in. And
The mic,
emotion,
the promo,
and 5-star
promos,
matches.
Bro.
That's what I'm talking about. During the match, he would put out
yeah.
I'm like, dang, that was a
well, that's what makes him like one of the perfect wrestlers. The fact that like he's almost in a class of his own in terms of like how able he is to switch an audience's emotions in a match. Because I mean, not even just a let's go Cena sucks, but it's the fact that like when he's fighting against Kevin Owens or Punk or Bryan or anything like that, like he knows what position he needs to play during the match.
Yeah.
Whether he knows that he's got to be like the face of the company guy, like you know, like and like you know, in terms of like if he's facing Bryan, if you watch his match at SummerSlam, like you know, you can feel like the emotion, and you could see like how all of Cena's movements matters. Like he's so good at just manipulating a crowd. That's what makes him just one of the best of all time.
His ability to Cena, like I said, Cena was never the best wrestler of his era, but his ability to connect with the audience was his main thing. Like that's what separated him from everybody else, whether you liked him or not. That's what made John Cena John Cena. And John Cena was never a bad wrestler either, because like I said, he put on great matches with a lot of people. Like it takes two people to go in the ring to put on a good match. And John Cena may not have been, you know, on Shawn Michaels level, but if he wrestled Shawn Michaels, he was able to hold his own in the ring with Shawn Michaels. Like he was able to.
Which he did.
Some people bring something different to the table, man. Everybody got something different. Everybody got different styles. You know, Bret Hart. People don't like Bret Hart. Never had a great character, but you can't tell me the man can't wrestle because he gonna put up a great match on.
Right.
That's why people love Bret Hart, wrestling ability. Shawn Michaels, wrestling ability. You know, people like Roman Reigns and Undertaker, their character works. You feel me? Like everybody got something different they bring to the table. I feel like it's very. There are only certain wrestlers that I've seen that I feel like have the total package. And I'm talking about when it comes to like they can cut promos. They can have great character work. They can play heel. They can play babyface. They can put on great match. Like only certain people can do that. Not everybody has that package. There are some people who can do that. Like The Rock, to me, can do it all. He got The Rock can do everything. Stone Cold can do everything. You know, like those people have the ability to do everything. You feel me? So like, and John Cena, I feel like he can do a little bit of everything too. I mean, John Cena never did the heel. But he never needed to be a heel because he was so impactful to kids all around the world. It's just not everybody can have that type of impact. You can't replace that. Like the Make-A-Wish stuff, like not everybody can make that type of impact in the world. Feel me? Like that's like real. We're not even talking about just impacting wrestling. We're talking about you're impacting people's lives. Like people like have the Make-A-Wish stuff. Like these are kids like maybe who are like can be on their deathbed. Like they have one request and they just want to meet John Cena. Like that's all they want to do is to meet John Cena. Like that's
he's granted the most. Like man, he even just recently he went in. It wasn't a Make-A-Wish, but it was like he heard about a story. Literally stopped what he was doing. Like I'm sorry, like that ain't a PR thing. That's just John Cena. He been doing it for years. Like he lived what he did, and like people like I know there's people in this world that don't think he should be on a Mount Rushmore. I just don't see how he's not. I just don't see how he's not.
To me, he's on Mount Rushmore for me. I'm not saying I don't know if I would say he's the greatest ever, but like Mount Rushmore, he's on Mount Rushmore.
Yeah,
definitely. He's definitely got a spot for sure.
Yeah. Yo, do you got any overrated wrestlers?
Oh, I'm finna get some heat, yo. I'm about to get some major heat. Y'all gonna have to hear me out. Not like Daniel Bryan with the whole yes movement chant bullshit. I did not.
I can't get with you on this, bro. I can't get with you on this.
I know, but it's just I don't know. The whole yes chant got overplayed so quickly to me. I was like, bro, y'all just shut the hell up with this shit. But now, but listen. Now that he in AEW and he's with my boy Mox, I watch him more. But then,
nah, I'm not gonna lie to you.
We talking about the yes movement, like during the Authority, where like he was building up the Authority for WrestleMania,
or just in general, you didn't like the yes.
Like how it started. Yeah, both. To be honest, the Authority and
that
how it got
Authority
over the.
storyline was so goated, bro.
That was the best.
No,
I'm telling
no,
because
I'm
this
telling you,
yes
it was
thing
trash.
started as a
It
joke.
was trash.
The yes,
The whole
the yes
thing.
thing.
I knew I was
The
going
yes,
to get
the
heat.
yes thing started as a joke because then it turned into no for a while when he was with Kane.
Yeah, I know.
And it was his.
Yeah.
So it started as a joke, but because
Bro.
Daniel Bryan just got so
After
over,
WrestleMania.
it
Oh,
just
man.
got.
So hold on, you can't tell me you ain't feel it, bro. When they took over Raw and they had the whole place.
Absolutely,
Yo, that shit was
bro.
crazy.
That was wild.
I mean,
wild.
They really lucked into it.
That
I'm just
would've been
gonna
cool,
say that.
Bro, I was at home watching that, like, bro, not only thinking this guy was so over, but I'm like, bro, I got goosebumps right now. Like, this is crazy, bro. Like, the whole place was rocking, bro. Like, the whole place, the camera was shaking. Like, that's like one of the biggest reactions I think I've ever seen for anybody.
You guys remember the championship ascension ceremony that they had with Randy and John?
I remember that for sure.
So
Bryan.
that was in Seattle, and I was there, and that was hella dope. Like, just the fact that, I mean, it didn't help that, it was in Seattle either, but like, I've never been part of an audience that actually was so invested in something like that. Like, it literally stopped the show. That was crazy.
What saved that for me, I was like, listen, bro, if John Cena wasn't so good on the mic, bro, and wasn't able to switch that around, like, they would have been in trouble.
Yeah.
Woo, bro, they was.
Yeah. Yo, I'm not gonna flex on you. Like, Mark Henry even saw that they was in trouble. Was like, all right, let me cater to the crowd.
Yeah, exactly.
All right, that's enough.
That's it. Yeah.
But it was like,
that was
man,
dope.
they was struggling. Stephanie McMahon could not hold it together.
Yeah.
Like, Stephanie's good. I think Stephanie is a little more underrated. And I think, like, after that happened, she's learned from and got better. But I'm not gonna lie, that day you could see in her face she could not hold it together. Triple H is just like, man, like
they were stuck for real, bro.
But Stephanie could not take it.
And it's like, come on, let me get this off.
Bro, that reaction was insane, bro. I ain't gonna lie. Like, that was.
It was.
Like, there's not many crowds I wish I could have been part of.
And see, we talked about like PG era, like that. The whole Yes Movement Authority storyline. That's one of the best things in the PG era. Like, that was one of the coolest things of the PG to me around that time. So, like, that was booming around that time, man. Especially like that WrestleMania promo package they had with the monster promo.
Yeah, that was dope. Yo, so my whole thing is like, bro, hey, D-Wo, right? Yo, so like, how you saw when Daniel Bryan was part of the Wyatt family for that little 3-week period, right?
Yeah.
In that cage match, when Bryan turned on Bray Wyatt, and you heard that reaction. That was probably one of the loudest reactions I've ever heard in my life.
To be honest, I knew it was coming. I just knew it was coming.
I mean, we all knew it was coming, but
I know, but still, how do you not?
We all knew it was coming because they had made the Wyatt family look strong.
Yeah.
At that point, the Wyatt family was a force to be reckoned with. Like, ain't nobody one of the best of them. Like, see, like going back to Malik's point when we talk about like the PG era, like, it wasn't all bad.
No,
like, there was an era where storylines actually made sense. They actually built up people. They just started fumbling the bag late.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Like, this is
it just got goofy. It got goofy real quick after they put it on.
2013 to 2016, bro, there was some good shit in between of like some really.
Sure.
I think it ended once SmackDown Live stopped being the land of opportunity.
Yeah.
Once it stopped, that stopped.
Yes,
bro, that tag division, like, I think
It was
when that first started,
from the
SmackDown
draft
went live. The Usos turned heel that day, that year. American Alpha was there. Randy and Bray Wyatt actually was a good thing. They just folded at WrestleMania.
Yep.
Like,
to be honest,
that was a great storyline. Like,
yo, and then even Kingpin Ambrose for 2 months. Yo, that was one of my favorite reigns. I swear. And then you got the AJ and John Cena.
That was the last legit time I cared about Dolph Ziggler too, bro. That SmackDown.
I see, bro. The Miz had me invested in him, bro.
Yeah.
I was invested in the Miz in 2016. Like ain't no like.
To be honest, yeah.
The Miz, like, like, everybody remembers that segment, but like, that was a crazy time. Like, the fact that the Miz was actually a relevant part of WWE programming in 2016. Like,
I mean, that's one for me.
I mean, she was carrying.
And it's sad to say because the Miz, he was probably always really good. I just never really saw it. But like during that SmackDown Live era when he was Intercontinental Champion, that's when I really saw his greatness. Like for real. Like I'm like, all right, the Miz is like top tier level for real. Like not even like
Mic skills.
because before I don't know, bro. I just never saw it, man. Like even when he won the WWE title, I was like, bro, I don't see it. Like I can't believe that he's that
beating
guy.
John Cena at WrestleMania, I was like,
yeah, but like during that
when he
IC
beat
title run,
Cena, I said, what the fuck?
during that IC title run, I really like. That's when I really like, bro. Like I see it now. Like this guy carrying, like he carrying the IC title into relevancy again. Bro. It's amazing.
When I think of that belt, like over the past 10 years, I associate it with
the first person I think of is the Miz. I'm not gonna
Okay.
lie. The first person I think of is the Miz. When someone says IC title, Miz when Maurice was back there with him still in 2016 is the picture that pops in my head.
You know, we all love that MJF rant on Tony Khan, but if you guys remember on Talking Smack, Miz going off on Daniel Bryan.
Oh yeah, that was
that's up there. That's up there for sure.
That's up there, bro. Talking Smack was like dope too, man. They see like SmackDown Live was peak.
Yeah, I actually watched Talking Smack when it was
good.
Like, bro,
really good.
Bro, I kid y'all not. When the Usos turned heel, go watch that Talking Smack right after.
Yeah.
When they had the Usos on, sold that first promo they did on American Alpha, and then the promo they did on Talking Smack. Like people forgot. Like Usos used to have a little baby face, a little paint on their
with the little. They had the
with the little ritual. Ain't
nobody
care about the Usos when they was like they was cool. And then they did that little tag team tournament and stuff. And as soon as I saw them, I was like, "This is crazy."
Yeah, was it against American Alpha? I think it was against American Alpha.
The first promo was on American Alpha. When they turned heel, that whole it's not paranoia, it's the Usos. I'm not gonna lie, I'm getting goosebumps right now. Remember in that promo,
I remember holding out Chad Gable's leg and then came in with the kick on it, or the stomp. Oh god, that was
the
crazy.
way they did the Samoan dynasty in wrestling is so iconic, and I'm like, bro, like with the Usos,
the list is so long.
With the Usos and Roman for years, I'm like, bro, if y'all just let them just beat them, bro, they can just be so great in so many ways, bro. Like y'all hold them back just a little bit, like
they're actually cool, you know.
Yeah, forcing the babyface up just too much, just a little bit. Bro. Like y'all trying to, like if y'all just let them be them, they could be great, bro. And like
what they're doing with Solo right now, I think is just perfect.
Right, but like when the Usos turn, bro, that was the perfect time because that babyface stuff was getting dry. We need something different, bro. Roman Reigns, bro, when he came back and he beat the shit out of the Fiend at SummerSlam, I was like, oh, this is a different Roman. This ain't the same Roman Reigns.
Yeah, I was like, nah.
Absolutely. When we last saw him, bro, now obviously we didn't know what was he about to evolve to, but you could just see the aggression and this the way he was talking. I'm like, oh, this is a different Reigns.
Yeah, I was like, yeah, this ain't the old Roman, with the vest and stuff. And I was like, nah, this.
And then the whole tribal
different
chief stuff, bro. Listen, I don't care if anybody don't like Roman Reigns, bro. This whole tribal chief stuff, bro, has put Roman on a different level for me, bro. Like,
I will just say that Roman tribal chief. The only part it took a hit was when Jay came back and they stopped doing character work. Because I think they fumbled a perfect opportunity. A year to the day you face Jimmy or Jay Uso in Hell in a Cell, they had the perfect storyline to just face Jimmy Uso in Hell in a Cell. And they fumbled it. Because they had to bring him back. But I just thought, because Jimmy was still like, nah, like, what are you doing? I remember him choking me out to get you to make you do that stuff. Perfect, full circle. A year later,
the bloodline, the bigger picture. The bigger picture. I mean, I'm talking like Roman. They obviously that's what I'm saying. Like they always made it clear that Roman Reigns was going to be the next top guy. But from like 2015 to 2020-ish, there were times when he felt like the guy, but then there were other times where like Becky Lynch felt bigger than him. Seth Rollins felt a little bigger than him, but like from the tribal chief start till now, there's been nobody better than him. I don't care. For sure. Nobody been on his level. Like he's separated himself. He's finally made himself that guy. Like for years we all knew John Cena was the guy. Like there were other people who were there too, but like you knew John Cena was the face. Like he was just the guy. Roman Reigns right now, he's the guy now. Like he's at the point where he could have been like. This imagine if they turned him heel years ago after he cut that promo after he beat Undertaker when he's in the ring with the whole crowd going crazy.
I'm saying all they had to do was turn him heel right then and there, bro.
He stood in the ring and literally said, "This is my yard now," and dropped the mic. If they would have turned, just imagine they turned him heel right there.
Bro, I was saying, I told Trent,
why they didn't turn him heel earlier. But now
that would have been the perfect time, bro. Like that would have been. Now I'm not saying he got tribal chief or anything. But
no, he wouldn't have. But he would have. But once and last thing I'll say about it, I think people were starting to turn the corner on him though, because it was like he went away for leukemia, and then he came back and he was still kind of the same Roman, but it was like, hey, look, you just beat something crazy. You've been gone for so long. Hey, look, we know they're about to put the title on you. Let's get that out the way and see what your run is like. And I think to this day, I still don't think he would have been the same as he was now. But I do think people were starting to turn the corner. And then right when it was like, oh, snap, we know leukemia happened. He's about to go away for COVID. All right, let's see what they do now. They put it on Braun Strowman, best option available for the time.
They missed out on Braun Strowman big time, bro.
Once Brock beat him at Crown Jewel, when Brock beat him at Crown Jewel, I was like, wow, you just with one.
Not even that, bro. When he lost to Brock at No Mercy, that's what did it for me. I was like, no.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. That's the one I meant.
They messed up that Universal title picture so much. Like there's so many people. There's so many people that could have beat Brock that I would have been like, yo, like this is they can run
Samoa
with
Joe.
this. Samoa Joe.
To this day, I still think Samoa Joe should have won the title at SummerSlam after Great Balls of Fire. I still think Samoa Joe.
They dropped the ball on him too, but I don't know. Braun Strowman, bro.
Like, Braun was on fire.
That I was looking at that could be a legit top mega star. I was Braun Strowman. I was all into Braun.
For sure, it was Braun.
Yeah,
Braun. For sure, Braun.
All right, y'all.
Yeah.
We about to do this WWE all-time draft. So I already got the order down, right? It's Aaron, you first. You got G Baby second. You got me, Malik, Trent. Then D, you last, but you got two picks at the end, like a snake draft.
Snake draft.
Yeah, snake draft.
Is it men and women or
not just men?
Oh, just men. Can we draft tag teams, or it has to be the individual person?
Individual.
Okay. That's
all time.
All time.
All time. All right. Oh, bad.
I mean, you got
bet that.
Yeah.
5? So it's Survivor Series team.
You just got 5.
We do like Survivor
Series.
Yeah,
so Survivor Series team.
You doing Survivor Series type? Oh yeah, that's a bet.
Yeah, Survivor Series. I don't know. You see who got the best squad. So
I don't know if I want to draft my favorites or who I want to draft for names, but
who you got first?
Give me the GOAT. Give me Stone Cold.
Both choice, but I like it.
Safe.
Safe choice, exactly. Safe. I already got mine.
I'm not gonna lie. Go ahead, give me that tribal chief, man. I'm not wasting no time.
He took Roman right now.
That's tough.
I'm not gonna lie. I'm not wasting no time with that.
I ain't gonna lie. That's probably one of my favorite gimmicks ever. I'm not gonna lie.
Like tribal chief Roman. I'm not
like when bro. That shit. Like I just like when somebody talk they shit and just beat somebody ass, bro. That shit is like.
I'm going my GOAT.
Like that shit is.
And that character work is crazy.
That was coming, Brandon.
Yeah. Yep. Malik, what you got?
Give me The Rock for sure.
Yeah.
Yeah, you should have known that was coming.
You gotta
let The Rock drop at number 4 to me. Thank you, bro. Appreciate that.
My first wrestling shirt ever was the original John Cena Word Life shirt. The white and blue.
Give me Taker.
Who you got?
Taker got to be next, yeah.
Undertaker, yeah. All right. D, you got 2 picks.
I'm biased right now. I'm gonna be so fucking biased. I don't give a fuck. Give me Jeff Hardy. Give me Jeff Hardy.
I'm not gonna lie, this early that's fine. Hey, I'm not sure.
Hey, you can take Jeff Hardy because I
would definitely was it.
Yo, I just hope this guy I'm thinking of just falls back.
That's fine. Hey, that's fine. My next pick, give me Shawn Michaels.
W.
All right. Give me Randy Orton.
I was lucky hoping he would follow me.
Didn't take my pick. Good. Okay, so I need some. I need to establish some dominance. I got The Rock. I'm gonna go ahead and cop Brock Lesnar, sir.
Oh,
that's fire!
I thought he was coming back.
Oh, that's fire!
That's good. No cap.
All right.
Good.
That is fire.
Rock is crazy. I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah, that is crazy.
The Brock
Rock
connection.
and Rock. Oh my
That's
god.
The Rock Brock connection. That's crazy.
Rock and Brock connection.
Bruh.
No Rock
All
and
right,
Sorry.
Brandon.
I got Ric Flair.
Oh yeah, I'm
valid,
cool
that's
off
valid,
that.
that's
I'm
valid.
cool off that. I'm cool off that. I'm not gonna lie.
That's cool.
That's valid.
Yeah, he cool. He
Yeah,
cool. But I'm
man.
off that.
That's a very valid pick. I ain't gonna lie. That's Ric Flair.
Nah,
That's Ric Flair we're
yeah.
talking about, bro. That's the
Yeah.
nature
G
boy.
baby, who you got?
I'm not gonna lie. I'm gonna see if I can get this off. Go ahead. I don't know if either of these are gonna fall to me. So go ahead and give me Summer of Punk, man. Let me go ahead and knock that out.
Oh,
Get who?
CM Punk. Summer of
CM
Punk.
Punk.
I'm hoping that the guy I want falls to me, but I don't know if he will. So.
I got 2 people in my mind that I need, bro. I need for sure.
All right, Aaron, you got 2 picks.
yo, I don't want to take the guy off the top of my head just because I know it's not a popular opinion here.
Oh, I know who you
Man,
talking.
it's taking.
Yeah.
He loved him,
Just
bro.
do it.
But I
No,
love him
no,
too.
Chan will kill me.
Get him.
Give me.
No, kill him. Wait, ooh.
It's all about your roster, bro. You think the best? I mean, we talking about the best ever, bro.
The best ever. Yo, that's a lot to talk about. Only WWE, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Give me Triple H.
That's a dub.
I personally think he's the most overrated all time, but give me Triple H, and
That's
then
not
give
ridiculous.
me.
I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah, that's not.
I mean, I kind of agree.
I mean, you get in the best version of Triple H, so technically you get a Reign of Terror, and
Yeah, I ain't get
yeah. Then don't get me started on that.
You don't.
But
Then give me Seth.
Damn.
That's cool. Give
That's cool.
me Edge, please. I didn't think
That's
Edge
fine.
was falling to me.
That's
so
fine.
go-
I get the
Give
better
me
version.
Edge, please. Yeah, all right.
Please let this man fall to me, bro. Please. Oh my gosh, bro. Don't do this to me, bro. Brandon, come on. Look past this guy. Look past this guy, bro. Look past my man's, bro. Look past my guy, bro. Come on, man.
I'm not gonna lie.
I know-
The Rock
I know.
and Brock Lesnar is kind of crazy. I'm still.
Yo, I know exactly who Trent's going
Yes.
for here.
Oh man.
Come on, bro.
Hold up. I got a feeling.
I'm gonna be biased, bro. He's one of my favorite, bro. I got Rey Mysterio.
That's not
Right.
bad. That's the
Yeah,
one of the guys, bro.
All
All right. So I got The Rock. I got Brock Lesnar. I need some great wrestling ability with some intensity.
Oh yeah.
Give me Kurt Angle, bro.
Oh, I knew he was
Well,
going that route too.
since he took Kurt Angle, just give me Jericho.
Oh, damn, that's a good pick too.
Damn, bro. What's
I knew you were
up?
gonna go for Angle, bro.
Oh my god.
All right.
What's up?
I see HO. Yeah.
I'm not passing up on Kurt Angle, bro. That would not happen.
Only reason I don't like pick Kurt Angle a lot because when he was in his prime, I was a kid, so I didn't really know.
Bro, Kurt Angle in the prime, bro.
No,
I was like a baby when Kurt Angle was in
Bro,
his prime.
Kurt
so
Angle,
it's like-
Kurt Angle at one point was the best wrestler on the planet, bro. You can't tell me otherwise, bro.
No, I agree.
Bell to bell, bro.
Yeah.
One
All
of
right,
the most
you got 2 picks.
broken characters of all time. SmackDown vs. Raw 2007.
Nah, 06 still the best ever, bro. I'm sorry.
No, I'm saying Kurt in that game. He was like a
He
97
was too
over-
crazy.
yeah.
Like, he was too crazy.
Yeah, he was OP.
07, bro. That's my diverse Raw, bro. Oh my gosh, bro.
Like Kurt Angle, Brock, and Goldberg. I think they the top
Yeah.
hardest to beat. I ain't gonna lie.
For sure.
For sure.
I'll never forget that little road to WrestleMania trying to beat the Undertaker. Bro, that was like the
That shit was
hardest
that shit kind of scared me. Yeah.
That shit was hard.
Man.
Hold on.
I think Goldberg. I need that muscle on my team, so I'll take Prime Goldberg.
Ooh.
I guess.
I mean, WWE Goldberg.
Yeah, I was like, it was WWE Goldberg. Yeah.
I know. For real,
No.
Brandon even got
Hold
WWE
on.
Ric Flair.
I'm talking about like 03 Goldberg. That's what I kind of need. I don't need that.
I mean, 03 Goldberg was cool.
Give me
No, you got 2016 Goldberg.
hell no. Never mind. Scratch that shit. Give me.
You want what?
Give me
Forget
Bret
Goldberg?
Hart. Keep Goldberg. Give me Bret
That's a
Hart.
sleeper. I was low-key hoping he would fall.
Bret Hart's a really good pick too, man. That's a really good pick.
But you
I
still
just
want Goldberg, right?
Because look, they
All right,
got
bro, my guy
Jericho
Trick, bro. I
and
need you to
Angle.
pass up my pick, bro. I need you to pass on my pick so I can get.
Look, they had Jericho and Angle. I said, let
It's
me get
on
Bret
me.
Hart, bro.
Chance going his favorite.
Yo, D, you still want to Goldberg, right?
Yeah,
Yeah,
put
you
03
already
next
picked,
to
bro. You
Goldberg.
can't change that. You can't change that.
Okay.
Yeah, put
All right,
03 next
all
to
right,
Goldberg, though.
It's like between the people that like.
Come on, bro. To pass up on my pick, bro. I need you to pass it up, bro.
Ooh. I know
Okay,
my last pick. I know
Yo,
my
give me
last
Eddie
pick.
Guerrero.
Damn,
Trent.
that was my next
smart.
pick. Damn,
Trent.
That's smart.
Yo.
That's good.
God.
that was my next
Yeah.
pick, man. Damn.
That's
dog.
smart. That's smart.
That's my GOAT. That's my favorite of all time.
Eddie Guerrero was my next pick too. Damn.
That was gonna be my last one.
That's smart. That
I
was
gotta
good.
narrow it down. There's not too many
Man,
people left that I could really
there's a lot of people left.
narrow down.
Malik,
Damn.
don't steal him. Don't steal him, please.
I got
some.
Rock. I got Kurt Angle. I do need some. I could use some airing ability. Damn, man. Eddie Guerrero's my next pick. I'm sick, man. Damn.
I'm sick. He took Kurt Angle. I'm not gonna lie. I'm sick. Nah, he took Kurt Angle. I was sick.
I gotta think of what I want. I gotta think if I want size or I want.
I already know my next pick.
Give me AJ Styles.
Didn't
Hey,
think
yo.
anyone was going there.
AJ Styles tight though.
Oh
Yeah.
my goodness!
I
I
did
gotta get.
Oh, my
I did
God.
not think anyone was going AJ here, man.
Great
I had
pick.
fire back to back.
Because
Hey,
I
yo,
was gonna
I
go
wanna say-
AJ.
Bruh,
I was gonna go.
2016 AJ, bro.
I was gonna go AJ, but I forgot about Eddie, so I was like, let me get that.
That's crazy.
Hmm.
Did not think anybody was going.
I'm
AJ
kind of stumped now, bro. No cap, I'm kind of stumped, bro.
Oh,
Fucking
man.
stumped,
Yo,
bro.
I got a couple
Left.
hitters. I got a couple hitters coming up.
Oh yeah, talk to him there. Talk to him.
I don't want to
there.
pick this guy too early.
I got
but
Kane.
You got Kane.
Kane?
Right. Hey, he gets
That's
corporate
cool.
Kane.
Bruh.
See, man, Kane
Oh,
would have been
yeah.
up there for me, bro. They kind of fell off. With
Yeah. He don't hit the same no more.
Yeah, he don't.
Dang, man, I did not
98
think
though, bro?
anyone was going AJ.
That Kane was a menace.
Man.
Give me let me see who's.
It was gonna be between Seth and AJ for me personally, because I love them both. I really do.
Yeah.
I got Roman.
I got AJ
Edge.
top
I mean,
five
I still
in
got
all
I
time.
still got some hitters, but dang, I should troll here, but I'm not going to.
Ooh, I got
Do
him.
it. Do it.
Ooh.
Do it. I want
Nah, because it's nasty. It's nasty.
Hold on. I feel like I know what he's gonna say.
Nah, I'm gonna be serious. So
All right. That's nothing.
I'll say who I was gonna say after, but yeah, because I need to think, and I think I want him on my team anyway. Go ahead, give me Daniel Bryan.
Oh, I'm fine with that.
That I was not.
I'm fine with that.
Yeah. All right.
Man, AJ messed me up, man. I'm not gonna lie, AJ messed me up.
You got
Malik,
me.
I wanted Eddie
bro.
Guerrero, man. That was my pick, man.
This is why Malik is the OG of TikTok wrestling, bro.
Yep. All right. Hey, yo, give me the animal.
That's who I
Ooh,
want.
Batista.
That's who I wanted.
I'm not gonna lie,
No.
I completely forgot about him.
Give me Batista
not-
and give me Macho Man.
That's
Randy
why I
Savage.
passed. That's why I passed.
I'm cool. I'm cool off Macho Man.
Yeah,
No, bro. Macho
He
Man better
cool.
than
No,
anybody.
he cool.
He's better than
cool.
anybody on your panel, bro.
No, okay, let's chill.
he ain't betting the Tribal Chief. Now you
He
stop.
definitely is. He definitely is.
Nah, let's chill. Let's chill. Like he cool.
Macho
but-
Man's cool. Macho Man's cool.
He cool, but let's chill.
Oh
Alright,
man.
this is my
Alright,
last
G-Babe.
one.
Troll.
I
You gotta troll.
My last two
You
picks
gotta
were my favorite. No.
Yo,
Right, bro,
Trent
I
took-
know
you
I'm
gotta
taking
take-
last now, bro.
Trent took my favorite. I gotta take his favorite.
I'm about to establish myself, my team, bro. After this, I'm telling you right now.
I'm not gonna lie. Rock, Brock, Kurt, and AJ is fire.
Yeah,
Hey, yo, let's go
As
6.
hell.
Let's go 6.
Yeah, can we go one more?
Yeah, no, let's get a substitute.
Yo, Ben, let's go to one.
Let's get a 6-man.
You said
Let's
what?
get a 6-man with a
let me
head
see,
coach
let me
while we
see.
at it.
Dang, I gotta
Yo,
do
yo.
this.
You said what?
Sean is gone.
Let's go. Let's make it this. Let's add a 6.
Out of 6?
Yeah.
We had
Going
6,
six
bro.
men.
Don't do that. Don't give me 2 more options.
Nah.
Yo, I just want to get my bag. I just want to throw a pick out there. That's all.
We can go ahead. We can add 6. I got 2 back-to-back picks right now. Please, bro.
Yeah, I need a
Troll,
man.
bro. You got to troll.
Nah, I don't want
baby.
to. I want to get in my bag, bro. I want to get in my bag.
Bro, just
But
take
I'm-
who you want, bro. Don't second guess.
Yeah, because I'm looking at.
it's like
I'm trying to compete with Malik's team right now. Honestly, like that's the
think
one
my
I'm
team
trying
is
to compete.
competing.
Malik's team. All right.
I don't think my
Nothing
team is
personal,
competing with
but yeah, that's the one.
Yo,
I'm
G baby, you draft like you're in Discord, bro. Come on.
Well, chill out, bro. Chill out.
But go ahead and add that. We adding the 6 pick for real? Because please, if we got a 6 pick right now.
No, because Malik too OG for us.
Oh, shit.
Hey, Malik, how old are you?
I'm trying to speed this.
25.
25? Oh, damn, dude, I'm older than Malik. We watch the same stuff.
Come on, bro.
Yeah, I'm sorry.
Yeah,
You know what? I'm just gonna pick this because I honestly am sleeping on dudes, bro. He's gonna be hard to eliminate. Go ahead, give me the Big Show. I'm sleeping on dudes crazy right now. He's gonna be hard to eliminate though, so I'm sleeping on dudes.
Hey, Big Show's gonna be on the next team, during the match.
Honestly, I thought he was gonna say Hulk Hogan, bro. Ain't nobody beating him, bro.
No, we're treating Big Show like Mello.
That's crazy.
Go ahead, Brandon.
Hogan, if anything.
Oh man. You know what? I'm going for it, man. I'm going Rob Van Dam.
Yeah,
RVD, that's fire.
All right, well, I'm about to establish the real dominance on my team. I mean, I got The Rock, Brock Lesnar, Kurt Angle, AJ Styles, bro. Give me Andre the Giant, bro. Who's beating him, bro? Nobody's beating him, bro.
Hulk Hogan.
Hey,
Hulk Hogan.
give me Hall of Pain. Give me Mark Henry.
Dude, that was gonna be my 5th pick.
I thought about him too, to be honest.
Yo.
I was like, dang, do I want Big Show, Mark Henry?
Bro, this dude, Andre the
Giants
Giant,
in this
this
shit.
dude was undefeated for 15 years, bro. Come on, bro. Somebody better take Hulk Hogan.
Nah, yeah, undefeated
That
for
might be the only
15
chance,
years.
bro.
That's wild.
It's crazy.
That's true. Yo, D, I want last pick.
Do I go Hulk Hogan? Nah, I don't want Hulk Hogan. Give me the Fiend. Give me the Fiend.
Fiend?
Yeah.
Yo.
Give me the Fiend, bro.
That's nice. That's
Hey.
nice.
You know who I was gonna pick if we're not doing 6?
And if we not doing, are we doing 6?
I was gonna go Booker T.
I really
Booker T.
Y'all want? Hold on.
Yeah.
Did you say it?
I really want to do a 6 pick, bro.
Yeah, I low key want to do a
somebody
6 too because I low key sleep right now. I'm low key
All right,
sleep right
we'll
now.
put a 6 over here.
Oh, okay. Now we're doing 6.
Oh, please.
Now we're doing.
My guy, bro. Nobody's
Nah, I'm not gonna lie. There's some people that I slept on.
Yo,
Can I switch out? Can I low key switch out the Big Show?
Yo,
No, bro.
Too late, bro. Hey, you can make up for it right here. We're doing a 6 pick. Bro.
Yeah. We is. But
go ahead, D. What's your last pick?
Bro, just take Hulk Hogan, bro. Come on, bro. That's Hulk Hogan, bro.
Nah, don't do that to yourself.
Bro,
That's what I'm saying. I don't want.
Bro, who's beating Hulk Hogan, bro? He's not beating nobody. He's not laying down for nobody.
You're right.
He's not laying down for nobody, bro.
hey,
All right, give me Hogan. Just give me Hogan.
Come on, bro. You heard the
I
backstage
take Hulk.
politics, bro. He gonna be the one on your team saying, bro, we're not losing this match, bro.
I'm gonna just do. I think like he's one of the most underrated heels. I'm gonna just give me JBL.
Ooh, that's a
That's a
nice
sleeper.
one.
Oh
That's a
God,
sleeper.
Rich Trent going for
That's
Rich.
sleeper.
I'm gonna
Yeah.
continue, bro. I'm gonna continue to add more dominance to my team. I feel like I like dominant people. I don't know why. I just give me Bobby Lashley, bro. Come on now.
That's a sleeper.
Yeah, bro. You
That's
got
smooth,
Brock,
that's smooth.
Rock, Bobby. Yo,
Hey, there's not enough baby oil
He
on
team
that.
powerhouse. He team powerhouse for real.
Powerhouse, bro.
That is
I threw a
crazy.
little Kurt Angle and AJ Styles in there too. You feel me? But
he went down
All
this
right.
road.
That's it.
That's no wrestling.
AJ's the only high flyer.
Dang up.
Come on,
I don't
Brandon.
know. I don't know. Should I?
Yo, Trent really took Mark.
I
got
could be
cheese.
stupid nasty here, but I'm not going to.
Cheese, bro. Can somebody just cheese already, bro? That's all what I want to see. I want some new cheese, bro.
I'm going.
I ain't gonna lie. If dude was gonna take Hulk Hogan, I was gonna take Hulk Hogan. Like,
I'm not gonna lie. I might go
to be honest, I
Ultimate
did not
Warrior,
think about
bro.
it. Solid.
Ultimate Warrior, hey bro, he not lose, but y'all know Ultimate Warrior got the highest winning percentage in WWE history, bro.
What's the percentage like?
88%, bro.
That dude was tough, bro.
He only lost to a handful of people, and some of it was
He not losing either, bro. So that's not a bad. He beat Hulk Hogan, bro. So I mean, that's not a bad pick.
Who you got?
So I'm just going through my last little bag because I'm not gonna lie, I was gonna jump into my NXT bag, but then I saw something that made me change my mind. So with that being said, I'm gonna go ahead and take Mankind.
Mankind, yo, he's goated.
Yo, Aaron, take your dude for the last pick, bro. Take your dude for the last pick.
5 times. Sorry, 6 times. The 6-time champion.
That's a good pick, man.
I thought you was gonna go with your boy. I ain't gonna lie. I thought you was about to just go with your favorite Montez.
Mm-hmm.
Yo, I love Montez, bro. Montez Ford is fire. No, but give me Booker T. Come on, B.
Solid.
No, dude, Trent took Eddie, and I was like,
Now this would have been like we going like wrestling, like this ain't like greatest, but we just doing like wrestlers and stuff. Not gonna lie, my whole list would have been NXT niggas.
No, if we talking about wrestling ability, I would have picked a whole different roster. But this. I'm trying to
but nah.
I ain't gonna lie. I think I won this. I don't give anybody.
I'm not gonna lie, Ben. You kind of like I'm kind of not.
Be real, Ben. Out of all of us, I ain't like you might have the worst.
You might.
You might have. I mean, besides John Cena, Rey Mysterio getting cooked by anybody on this. I'm sorry.
Rey Mysterio's getting squashed like the great.
Kane got like one of the most losses ever in WWE. Rob Van Dam.
He do. To be honest, I think Kane do got the most losses.
Nah, I'm not gonna lie. So I feel like Trent's team is nice. You're not losing me with Mark Henry and JBL, but it's just
I just did JBL because
I'm beating GJ's team for sure.
I'm not gonna lie, I don't think you are.
I definitely think I am.
Because I think Roman.
But Roman Reigns is a game changer. Ain't gonna cut, bro.
Yeah, all right. I think CM Punk. I know you got the Stone Cold. I'm not gonna say he washes Stone Cold. I'm not gonna say that because that's disrespectful.
And then he got Edge too.
I'm getting like if we doing best versions of these dudes, bro.
Y'all team is kind of low even though. Honestly, I mean you got Stone Cold.
It is even. Like now that I'm looking at it, like it is even. It's stupid even.
It's kind of there, bro.
But like I'm not gonna lie, Rock, Brock, AJ, and Kurt, it's kind of crazy.
No, that's pretty crazy, but I mean, I'm just saying. So look, Brock's not fighting if it's not for the title. Rock's got a movie at the same time. Andre's not.
I mean, come on, bro. I mean, Triple H can't even wrestle no more. He got a
Kurt's retired.
Stone Cold got a bad neck. Batista gone. Randy Savage. I mean, I ain't gonna get into that. I mean,
bro. No, you guys are gonna lay down out of respect, bro.
Booker T, he old too. So I mean, Seth Rollins, he pretty much.
Honestly, Booker T will get washed by everybody on my team.
Yo, no way.
Booker T in the prime. No,
okay. I'm not trying to be disrespectful. Okay, so like maybe not Mankind, and low key, I think he might get put in a squash match against Big Show. No one Vince. No one Vince. No one in prime Big Show. He might get squashed. No one Vince.
Big Show at one time was really dominant. They kind of just fumbled the bag with him a lot.
They
always
fumble the bag with him.
They would like make him dress up in a diaper, like stupid shit. Like why?
Bro, he'll be faced and he'll be healed, then he'll be faced and he'll be healed. I'm like, bro.
Yeah, they changed him back and forth. So that's why every time I saw Big Show in a Survivor Series match.
That's why I was happy you took Big Show instead of Andre, because Andre was dominant for like a period of his career, bro. Like he was.
I'm not gonna lie, I was not thinking about Andre at all. Like the one I was thinking about before Big Show, real talk, was Bruno.
Bruno don't lose either.
I was thinking about Bruno, but I was like,
I mean,
so I was thinking like who could I get? You know, that are just like straight hitters. You know, like who are just like good wrestlers. But like I don't want to like, and also like you look at the resume on my team, bro. Nah, it's almost unmatched.
I think the resume on my team matches the resume.
Yo, Booker T's resume outweighs Punk's, it outweighs Bryan's, outweighs Big Show and Mankind's.
I disagree.
Yo, bro.
This is just WWE. We're not counting the stuff before. We're not counting the stuff before. This is just WWE. Booker T is not.
Just WWE. Multiple tag team, US and Intercontinental. the World Heavyweight Championship. He beat Batista for us. I mean,
King Booker was cool. King Booker
was cool,
Yeah,
but
he
he
was
was
cool.
never. There were other
Yeah.
guys on his team that I think had better runs in WWE than Booker T, though. I mean,
Like,
Yeah.
like you could have said Triple H's resume, and I would have gave it to you. You could have said.
I mean, I still can.
I'm just saying, like Booker T out of all them names, I'm like,
Yeah, I still
All
think
right,
I think Austin beats Roman.
All right, y'all.
Oh, for
Now,
sure. It's Stone Cold Steve Austin, so.
Since getting to the end, man, I want to know everybody's top 10 wrestlers of all time. D, you was here last time. I mean, you don't have to say it, but if you want to tell them, you can. But I just want to know what everybody's top 10 wrestlers.
Damn.
I'll go last. B.
All right.
If you want to go last, Brandon, it don't matter.
If he already did his, then he could just say his first. Then, if he already know his,
You go.
That's-
You go ahead, D.
I want to see y'all first because this gonna be funny.
No, I'm not gonna lie. I have a 5, but like 10.
Well, if you don't have a top 10,
I got a 10, but like mine is just like.
If you don't have a top 10, just name your top 5.
Are we talking about WWE wise, right? It's WWE.
Yeah, wrestlers. Yeah.
I got.
I wrote it down earlier.
Stone
Ben, you
Cold.
flipping favorites?
So go ahead. What you say?
I'm talking about just the best WWE wise, right?
Yeah.
The best Stone Cold, Hulk Hogan.
So we're not being biased.
Yeah, Stone Cold, Hulk Hogan, The Rock, John Cena. No order. Undertaker, Shawn Michaels. Randy Orton, Triple H. Was that 8?
Mm-hmm.
I think so, yeah.
7 or 8, something like that.
That's already 8, bro. Oh shit. I might have to put Bret Hart in there too. Ain't gonna cap, man. Bret Hart did a lot.
Why?
I think I'm gonna throw Bret Hart in there. I think he deserves some credibility. He did a lot for his generation.
Yeah, he did.
The last one though, damn, the last one, man. Tribal Chief getting up there, man. I don't know if I can put him in there yet though. He getting up there, bro.
No, you can.
Hey, yo, you know, I kind of equate him to like Giannis, you know, like
I could, but like
young
somebody like Edge though, like Edge, he's done more though, like Edge. Brock Lesnar though.
I got Brock in my top 10.
You gotta put Hulk in respect though, G baby. If we actually like, if you don't have the bar, you gotta.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like you put Hulk in there though. Like
no, I put Hulk Hogan in mine. I said Hulk Hogan. Hulk Hogan's in there.
Yeah, he said Hogan like second or third, I think. If I'm not mistaken.
Y'all got your list?
I got a 5 for you.
Yeah, just name your 5, man. If you don't have 10, just name your 5. Go ahead, Trent.
Mine. I don't know if I have it in order, but like my father, I know is Rock, Cena, Stone Cold, Taker, and Randy Orton.
That's everybody's top 5. Come on, let's be real now. That's like everybody's top 5.
Yeah, I don't got Randy in top 10.
I don't got Randy in my top 5 either. Not over Shawn Michaels.
I got Randy.
I mean the basic like Cena.
But I'll probably say like the rest because if I don't like, I'll probably put Triple. I think Triple H is up there. I'll probably say Triple H.
Yeah.
He top 10 for sure for me. Triple H top 10.
I think Triple H. I think Kurt Angle, Jericho.
Ooh, Kurt Angle. Ooh, Jericho. Oh my God, see, bro, I forgot about Jericho.
And then
I sleep on Jericho.
And I'll probably say like my last is one of my favorites. I just put Batista.
Jericho up there, man. He top 10 for sure. I put Jericho in the top 10.
Malik, I'm surprised you ain't say Kurt Angle yet.
I did.
I don't think I put Kurt Angle on my top 10, honestly.
Yeah, he can't.
Really?
So I'm gonna give my 10.
Yeah, go ahead.
I'm gonna just disclaimer. I'm not putting him in mine because I want to be different.
Because I got to think about. I'm thinking about accomplishment wise, impact, or star power. Some people got beat on that.
That's exactly what I'm thinking about.
So for me, Stone Cold, The Rock, Cena, Roman, Randy, Taker, Shawn Michaels, Triple H, Edge, and I put Jericho.
That's fine.
Hold on. He said Roman at 4?
Oh, this is in order. I just made a list. This is in order. No, I just made a list. I was just making sure I had 10. But like, I'm not gonna lie, Roman might be top 5. Like if I put this in order, he might make the top 5.
I don't know.
I don't know about that.
I can't give it.
Not yet.
I mean, because he hasn't retired, but like, I'm not gonna lie.
I mean,
I look at the accomplishments.
By the time he's retired, he'll for sure be in the top 10. But top 5 though, bro.
I think by the time he retires, he'll be top 5.
That's hard.
To be honest,
I don't think that's a stretch by any means. It's just he's got to get there first.
Bro, you gotta think though. Like, there's so many legends ahead of him, bro. Somebody gotta get moved off, bro. That's hard, bro. Like, We talking about top 5. So like we're like my top, the people that I would have in my like Undertaker, Cena, Austin, Rock, like they in the top. HBK, like they could be in top 5. Like
I low key think Roman
you can
Reigns
knock out
can
HBK.
take Shawn.
Ooh,
He can
bro,
move
that's
Triple
not
H,
Mike,
Edge, Jericho. It's really just depending on how y'all feel about Randy. Because Randy,
I
I think would be
don't
5
Randy
right now.
I don't know.
Yeah, I think by the time Roman retires, I think he can bump
what
Randy
separates
down.
Randy for me is that
I don't know, bro.
all the people that I have in my top 5 were like the guy at one point. Like I don't think Randy Orton was ever the man. He was never. It was always John Cena. He was never the guy.
Well, which is why I have Roman Reigns at 5.
Yeah, Roman Reigns is the guy. So like I can say like he could be up there, but I still wouldn't have Roman right now above Randy just because Randy has still done too much. Like we talking.
Oh yeah, right now I can't. But
I mean, you don't think
we're talking
hurt?
world titles. We're talking youngest. Like bro, Randy got the best.
You don't think when Cena got hurt? I think it was like 08 or something like that. You don't think Randy was the guy?
But that was
when he broke his neck.
Cena was
like he broke like collarbone shit or whatever before he came back from Roman.
I mean, he was out for that period, but like you still knew Cena. Like when Cena come back,
I mean,
bro. Like
they were pushing him. They were trying to push him like that, but low key, I think at that time,
there are certain
you
people
could have
like,
made an argument.
There
Triple
are
H
people that will like have that.
Oh yeah, for sure.
Certain people he had to pick that effect that will like will always just be. They were just always the guy. Like CM Punk. Like I think CM Punk could have been up there, but they were never gonna put him up there. If I'm just like he was never above John Cena. Like they just never were gonna put him to that level. Like
Seth Rollins was always
Seth Rollins to me. Seth Rollins is a way better wrestler than Roman Reigns. Like Roman Reigns can't touch Seth Rollins in the ring, but Seth Rollins will always be number 2 to Roman Reigns because he's not the guy. They're not gonna push him as the guy.
I wouldn't say that now. Maybe before, but at least since Tribal Chief, I think at least since Tribal Chief, I think
he's always psychology. He's always been the number 2 because it was never Seth Rollins in the main event of WrestleMania every year. It's always Roman Reigns.
To be honest,
every year WrestleMania it was Roman Reigns. When people didn't want it to be, it was still Roman Reigns.
It was still Roman Reigns.
No, I get you. I get you on that. I was just talking about like when you said Seth Rollins is a way better wrestler. I'm like, I'm not gonna lie. Ever since Tribal Chief Roman Reigns came out the gate, I've seen when he actually gets with people. I've seen when he actually gets with people who like wrestle like that, like a Cesaro and a Daniel Bryan, and I think it's
Roman Reigns.
I genuinely think this Tribal Chief character can go into AEW and be a top 3 wrestler. I think he'd be up there with Daniel Bryan and Kenny.
Roman Reigns is not a bad wrestler, but I'm talking in-ring ability. He's not touching Seth Rollins.
Yeah, he's talking about like work rate. He's talking about like he can't like
psychology,
like bell to bell. Seth Rollins to me is one of the best in-ring performers of this era. Like he's up there. Roman Reigns
equated to a bag, bro. Equated to Roman's doesn't have a deeper bag than Seth does. You know,
Seth Rollins, bro. You could put Seth Rollins in the ring with anybody, bro. He could put on a great match with anybody, bro. It don't matter who it like.
I think Tribal Chief Roman can do that too. Not old Roman. So we putting everything together. I'm with you, but I think ever since this Tribal Chief character, I think you can genuinely put him in the ring with anybody and get a 5-star. Like he had a 4.5 or like with Jey Uso, and I was like, granted that was more emotional driven, but even then, I'm like the fact like I'm just taking everything.
Roman in ring wise, I can't put Roman up there. Like Seth Rollins,
which is fair.
Seth Rollins to me, like he could go down as like top 5 greatest in ring WWE performers of all time. Like he's that good to me. Like he's that incredible. Like he's just not the guy when it comes to the star power. Like Roman Reigns got the star power. Seth Rollins got the in-ring ability, you know what I mean? So it's like that's why Seth Rollins to me will always be the number 2, just because they're not going to push him like they're pushing Roman.
Yeah, for sure.
My top 5, it got to be mine's Cena, The Rock, Undertaker, Ric Flair, Shawn Michaels. That's my 5.
Ric Flair over Stone Cold.
Oh, damn, I forgot Stone Cold.
Like Shawn Michaels is cool, but Ric Flair and Stone Cold is kind of...
I wasn't going to say nothing, but I was like, bro, I ain't hear Stone Cold.
Yeah, Stone Cold, Shawn Michaels, then Ric Flair.
I was like, I can't put Ric Flair over.
Then you got Randy Orton, Triple H.
Yo, you really got Randy top 10, man. That's
Randy.
Yeah, he is.
I don't know.
Also, like it's like Roman.
I mean, if we're talking WWE wise, Randy Orton 100% is top 10.
WWE was for sure.
Now, if we talk all of wrestling, that's a different story.
All of wrestling, no.
Yeah.
Even in WWE, I feel like there's a lot of people who still have cases over. I think I had 10 off top.
Randy Orton,
I had it.
Not a lot of people got his resume, bro.
No, I mean his resume speaks for itself, but a lot of it was a lot of back and forth with Cena. So, Austin Rock, no order. Austin Rock, Cena, Taker, Hogan, HBK, Jericho, Triple H. Did I say Bret Hart? And did I say Hogan yet?
You already said Hogan.
No.
Yeah.
I said
Oh, we
Hogan.
did?
Who was it?
You said
There
Hogan
was
like
okay. Yes, Austin Rock.
Did you say
Austin
Brock?
Rock,
Did you say Brock
Taker.
was in your top 10?
Yeah, no, Brock was 10.
I'm not gonna lie. When we look at resume,
Brock is
like,
up there too. Brock up there too. I ain't gonna care.
like Brock is a good one, but like when we look at resume, and this very well could be because I was younger and like even though I've watched like and I know about the older times, I think Randy got a better case than Brett, to be honest, for a top 10. If I'm just being honest, I think Randy was a better case than Brett.
What matters to me a lot though is trusting him as the guy, and Bret Hart was there with HBK, but even though Randy was there with Cena in the late 2000s, the early 2010s when they were flopping titles, it still never felt like Randy. He still felt like 2 instead of 1A, 1B.
He was never 1.
Yeah.
Well, okay, I get you, but like for example, when we talk about HBK and Brett, I don't think either of them were ever like the one the way John Cena was. Like John Cena to me is like
they
probably the biggest megastar that like I know Stone Cold and Rock like what they did for the Attitude Era and how big they were, but like Cena like you can make an argument that's the biggest star they've ever had. You can
like,
so like
they were on that level when it comes to star power, but, like,
yeah.
During the new generation era, they carried that era, bro. Like they were.
No. You're right. You're right. 100%. I'm just saying, like they always felt like equals as opposed to when you look at Randy. Like when you look at everybody compared to John Cena, nobody was ever going to feel close to him. As opposed to Brett and Shawn were more on equal level.
CM Punk was there, bro.
Yeah. CM Punk could have, but like, CM Punk is probably the closest example.
What holds Brock back for me, I think, is the part-time stuff. Because I feel like, honestly, if Brock never left WWE, he would have been top 10 unanimously for me. Because the way those 2 years that he did, bro, was like godly, bro. Like I think if
he won the WWE title, 6 months after he debuted?
Yep.
Bro,
well, 4, something like that. 4.
When he came up to the main roster, he won the King of the Ring. He won the WWE title. Beat The Rock in the main event of SummerSlam. Won the 2003 Royal Rumble. He was in the main event of his very first WrestleMania. By the time he left WWE, he already won the WWE title 3 times. Like
he had a whole career in 3 years.
3 years and 2 years, bro. He did so much, and I feel like if he would have stayed, he would have done so much more too. Like he would have been top 10 for me. Not even close, but like. The part-time thing, I think, holding back a little bit because there were times when I don't know. I just feel like there were times when he was holding that title. It felt too bad.
Yeah, because even when he came back, when he first got here, he was doing feuds.
No, I mean I'm not saying Brock can't be there because Brock. Leaving the WWE also was good for Brock though because it built up his resume more as a superstar. It's like when he came back,
he actually went into the UFC and was the best guy there.
Yeah, he was. I'm saying if I was gonna take Brock out, I would put Angle in instead, just because in his 7 years. In the 7 years that he was with the company, he accomplished. He went from low card to the main event. He beat Rock and Austin. He was literally there at the top during the Attitude Era, which is the highest point of wrestling history.
Yeah, some people forget about that too. Like bro won the 6-man Hell in a Cell, like with all these people in there. Like
I would even probably put Foley. If I was being crazy.
But are you saying over Randy though? Like,
yeah, I would.
I don't know if I can go that far, man. Like, I get you. I hear you. But I just think that's like for me. That's like for saying like for me. Like if we compare this to basketball, like I feel like if you was in the same era as Michael Jordan, you never gonna reach that level of Michael Jordan. But if I were to put you in an era where like he was just like maybe with a Magic and Bird, or maybe with a LeBron and. Like you might be looked at higher, but because you was literally with MJ, like Randy was literally with Cena. They all came up and OVW together, and to a lesser extent, he was next to Brock too. Like when you look at those two, like
that draft class period was
it was fire. It was Shelton and Charlie
NBA draft class.
You got to think too, like during that era, they still had Undertaker, they still had Triple H and Shawn Michaels, and
they was all
they had a roster, bro. Like their roster, it was just Cena was just the guy. They weren't pushing anybody like Cena.
But Randy, that's what I'm saying. Like
Randy, I would say the reason I have Randy Orton up there for me is because not only his accomplishments, but Randy Orton was the greatest heel of that era to me. Nobody was a better heel than him for me. Like, heel wise,
Edge came close. But I got
Edge was
I
second.
hated Edge more as a kid, but heel work, I feel like Legend Killer, bro. And the 2009 run that he had,
bro, kicking people in the head, bro. I think is the best version of Randy to ever.
Yeah,
bro, that
so
09
Orton,
fans, bro.
Yeah.
His work was like God, bro. Like I feel like Randy Orton to me. I mean, Edge is up there too, but I think he's the best heel of that era. Like for me, I don't think anybody's touching him.
Like, he's one of the best. Like you don't even have to say that era. You could say period. I was like, you could say period. To be honest, he's one of the best heels. Period.
I think Triple H is just the best heel of all time. If we're not ranking Hogan, because I think Hogan's the best heel of all time personally. But
greatest heel of all time is Vince McMahon. Not even close for me.
Wrestlers, bro. Come on.
We're talking about great heels. Vince McMahon was the heel.
No. You're right. Vince McMahon is the greatest heel.
And if we're talking about wrestlers, then it's Ric Flair.
Yeah.
No,
dirtiest player.
I can get with you on that, but I can get with you on that. But for me,
go back and check out Ric Flair was a cooler heel, but bro, his heel, bro. I don't know if y'all seen the video of like when he beat up Dusty Rhodes in the cage, but like fans were like trying to climb the cage. Like,
yeah.
And this is back in the day, like when you could do stuff like that. But like, they were trying to climb the cage that beat up the.
They hated that man.
Yeah.
No, yeah, I'm with you. That's why I said I can give you Ric Flair. It's just like.
And Ric Flair was the cooler heel, like, and because he did like, he was more of like a cooler type heel, but like, I don't know, bro. I mean, Triple H is definitely up there too. Triple H is up there, but like Randy Orton though, bro, his heel.
Randy Orton and Edge were like, I could not stand y'all dudes. Like, I hated y'all with every ounce of my blood. Like, and this is gonna be a hot take, but if they let Nexus win in SummerSlam. Nexus is probably gonna be up there as one of the best heels. Like, even though it's a faction, one
of the best factions ever, bro.
Yeah, factions. But I'm saying like the fact bro, they had little kids crying, like that. I vividly remember the day because I used to watch the Nexus. Like, I used to watch NXT like that season. I watched every single episode. I saw like David Otunga, Justin Gabriel, like Heath Slater, like all them dudes. Like, I remember that season. Literally, as soon as Wade Barrett wins that next episode, when they attacked John Cena,
they destroyed everybody, bro. That was
crazy. I was like, yo, like I was
and honestly, the way they pushed the Shield, that should have been the way they did Nexus. Because the Shield, when the Shield would come out, they beat up everybody. They came out and
they won against everybody.
And the Shield, the Nexus should have been the same way. The Nexus, when they first came out, they beat up a ring announcer, they beat up cameramen,
they was beating up heels too. They beat up Edge and
everybody, bro. If you're not Nexus,
you're
Edge,
Jericho. It was Edge, Jericho, Miz, R-Truth, John Morrison, and Cena.
Yeah, everybody was getting beat up. Like that whole slogan, like, if you're not Nexus, you're against. That was real, bro. If you wasn't Nexus, bro, you wasn't against us, bro. Like,
that was wild.
And they really dropped the bag with that. I do agree with that. They had something there. Like, maybe the group, it was a little bit too many people because there was a lot of people in the group, but like, that could have made Wade Barrett a big star. Like, they could have really.
Yeah, Wade Barrett, Justin Gabriel. I mean, Heath Slater is the one that lasted the longest, but Justin Gabriel, Heath Slater, Wade Barrett, and David Otunga, those four at the least could have been.
They may not have had like the best career when they split up, but like as far as a group, like they remind. When I saw the Shield reminded me so much of the Nexus because like their music would hit and they would come out and just beat people up and leave. I'm like, bro, that's like what the Nexus was doing, bro. Like it was just smaller. Like
the Shield is the one they got right.
They got them right. They got them right. So.
All right, y'all. Man, this was very fun, man. Sorry I had to end though, bro, but this was a great show, man. Yo, Malik, any last words before we go head out?
No, I just appreciate you guys for having me on. You guys have to get me on here when y'all talking about basketball or something, football. You know what I'm saying? Like that's when we have the real debates. You feel me? You gotta get me on basketball.
Hey, who your favorite team? Who your favorite team? Both sports.
Basketball, I'm a Lakers fan, man. We struggle.
Hey.
Of course you are.
Thank you.
But to be clear though,
Yes,
my favorite player of all time is Kobe Bryant. So
Okay, cool. Okay,
yes,
okay.
sir.
So
Hey,
you
I
a
like
different
this
Lakers
guy.
fan.
I
So
like
you a
this
different
guy.
Lakers fan. You're not a
Thank
LeBron
you, bro.
fan.
I've been a Lakers
Yeah.
fan since I was a kid, bro.
Yeah.
Okay. That's
G-Baby,
fine.
you can bunch
I'm
your
gonna
knee,
be clear,
bro.
though, I'm not
Thank
a
you,
LeBron
bro.
James fan either. I've never been a big LeBron James fan. I respect the man's greatness. I respect his greatness, and he arguably could be the greatest of all time. I'll say it, like he up there. But like my favorite player of all time, one of my childhood idols was Kobe. Kobe was the guy for me, bro. Like
I respect that.
I was on Team Kobe.
Yes.
As far as football wise, the Bengals. Bengals is the closest team to where I'm at.
Okay.
The Bengals. But
I've never met a real life Bengals fan.
Word.
I will say,
to be honest,
I rooted for the Bengals is the closest team to where I'm at, but I'm a diehard Tom Brady fan, bro. My heart, bro. That's my guy. Tom Brady, my guy, bro.
Oh, you was almost here. You was this close.
Tom Brady,
like,
my guy, bro. That's me.
was
Hey, he had us in the first half.
The way Kobe, bro, is how I feel about Kyrie. They equal for me, bro. Tom Brady is my guy, bro.
You're not gonna like Trent then.
Yo, D, any last words, man, before you head out? Oh yeah, hold on, Malik. Put your socials out there. They probably don't know you, but you put your social, man.
Yeah, Narcolepsy Boy 94 for all social media platforms. Anybody want to follow for the wrestling content? I don't have a sports page content, but I might make one. But I mean, anybody who follows wrestling, you go check me out.
All right.
Yeah, I follow
Yo,
you.
D, any last words, man? Put your socials out there too.
Yeah, y'all can follow me at D with the 11. I'm an upcoming boxer / MMA fighter. I'm 1-0 right now, so I'm really getting ready for my.
I do fuck with the MMA too. I don't watch boxing like that, but UFC I fuck with heavy.
Hey, D, where you from?
Right now I stay in Charlotte, but I'm from New York.
Nice.
I can hear that New York too.
My first fight was just a boxing one, bruh. My first fight was just strictly boxing because it was street brawl. So it's like anybody off the streets, want to get inside the cage, we would just do boxing. We wasn't going to do none of the ground game because they didn't have like the experience of being in the gym and doing all that stuff like how I am. Other than that, I'm saying, it's been fun. Y'all can follow me. Y'all can always hit me up on the gram. I just be chilling for real. Always in the gym, just working out. That's about it.
Dope, man, dope.
You, Aaron?
Well, I mean, I don't really post much on social media, but Aaron Butta is my Instagram, and Aaron YGO. Like, I make some Yu-Gi-Oh TikToks sometimes. Yeah, but thanks for having me on. It was a really good time.
Are you an anime guy, huh?
A little bit.
Trent?
I mean, appreciate you, Ben, for having me on, bro. It's always fun.
Bro.
Ain't too nasty. It wasn't, WWE side don't get too nasty over here.
Yeah, that's the chill side.
North side be wild.
Oh, he got a giant shirt on. That's why he don't like Tom Brady. He got a giant shirt on.
Yeah, of course. Yeah, of course.
I mean, listen, bro. Y'all had y'all two wins, bro. Just be happy on that, bro.
Hey, but
Yeah.
You can follow me on Instagram. It's like it's Trenton, but like the E place with a 5. Houston, we finished in top 25 this year. We're going to a bowl game, bro. We're going to a natty.
Houston, what?
Houston Cougars. College football.
So don't say the Houston Rockets, please. Don't say that.
No, we're close.
Don't say that.
Hey, yo, I
Don't
like
say
the
Houston.
league.
Don't say Houston
Hey,
Texans either.
yeah.
bro.
Like the
Rockets getting on 30 games.
They're not even close to being top 5.
G-Baby.
They're not even close to being top 5.
Ben, appreciate you for having me on. All social medias _G.baby22. Putting out some more WWE content. About to eventually I'm gonna start a new like, instead of keeping it G, I'm gonna start like a different version of that. After SummerSlam, start reviewing like WWE shows and stuff like that. So stay tuned for that. Also, too, I'm gonna say this now. OJ No Sports. I'm coming for you, bro.
No,
Hashtag OJ don't know sports because I his takes. I am coming. I want it loud and clear now. Next, if I ever see you with smoke,
Clip this, man.
Whoa. G-Baby.
Talk to me.
You Thursday he coming.
Oh, yeah.
It's smoke.
Brandon, have me on. Brandon, you got me on, bro.
Hashtag OJ don't know sports because it's smoke. You
don't like his takes?
Bro, I'm not gonna lie. Like he can be a very cool dude. It's nothing personal with him. His takes are absolutely horrendous. And then the logic he put behind it don't be making sense. I'm like, what? I'm sorry.
Bro, Brandon, add us.
On Gridiron
Brandon,
the
you gotta
other
add
day,
us
I
in
was
there.
losing my mind.
Oh,
I was
bro.
losing my mind. Put this on TikTok. I want the smoke. Put it on TikTok.
You gotta add LJ and all, bro.
OJ
You
knows
got
sports.
to
I
add
want
us
smoke.
on there, bro.
Got to.
All right, man. Yeah, man. But yeah, that includes the end of the show, man. Thanks for everybody tuning in the show, man. It's been great fun. Until next time, be back on Monday. Definitely ready for Thursday though, man. Cause Thursday about to be off the chain.
Bro, hold on. Before you end it, bring CG ass on that shit too. Bring his ass too, bro. Bring his ass too.
Hey,
Yeah,
I DM'd him. I DM'd him too, but I don't know what's up with him. He haven't texted back, so we'll see, bro. But yeah, man.
I heard my wrestling hot take. I ain't heard my sports hot take yet. Y'all be, oof, boy.
Ooh, hey, I want to hear it.
Hey, we got
as long as you ain't bad as
Brandon, we gotta
CG,
run it back.
OJ No Sports, and Roundup Sports, as long as you ain't bad as
Yeah,
that,
literally, bro.
we
Literally.
good.
That's
We good.
literally
Hey, Roundup, I'm gonna smoke with you too, bro. Hey,
Wow.
everybody.
Nah, my hot take.
Bruh, we gotta run it back.
I feel like I'm kind of reasonable with the sports take. I try to be reasonable with realistically. Like I don't be wild. Like I ain't.
Nah, but everybody got their hot takes in there.
Yeah, bro. Of course.
Yeah. But yeah, man. Peace out, y'all.
Run it back.
Yo.
Brandon,